Hey you little audience member, hey you little guy, hey you little fucking freak. Welcome to Blackwater.
Really?
Hand on the wheel. Hand on the wheel.
I am shot down.
Autopilot. Turn to yourself. 5 things you can see. 4 things you
The
can
moment
smell.
we all went, okay.
You have to actually name the things. You can't just say the mantra.
What? Is that part of it?
What are the 5 things?
No, that's gonna take way too long. But we're on the Blackwater. Good friends telling better stories with 1 hand on the wheel, baby.
Last session it was 2 hands. We let one go now. We're down to 1 hand.
Those of you who can extrapolate know what's gonna happen.
Knees only.
My fear
Knees
response
only.
is more often than not fight, and very like I've never experienced the like freeze fight or like fear response until Sean started doing this stuff. I've noticed it every time it's happened. My body just goes, and I'm just
Because
like,
you're powerless to stop
yeah,
me.
and it's like unless I run over and punch you in the face, which is maybe worse.
I'm the
I
only
don't
one
know.
within punching distance, and I also freeze. So
Yeah.
it's not happening.
Power of Riz, dude.
Every muscle in my
not
body
Riz.
just fully tense.
It's not Riz, it's something deeper and far more primal.
I'm gonna hop into announcements here.
Name your energy drink.
I am going to start our announcements. I am going to acknowledge tonight that we are streaming from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semiam, and Kwantlen, Stillwassen, and Musqueam First Nations. While our characters play in a world that Tim has created, we are honored to live, work, and play on these lands tonight. We're proud to be sponsored and partnered with a bunch of wonderful companies. We use Sirenscape in this fantastic campaign, and we also use Epidemic Sound. Our Campaign 2 mini sponsor is MTM Printworks, and our wonderful mods will throw all of those up in the chat for you. Our campaign artist is the incomparable Tiana Kovacevic, and we are proud to be rolling with familiar dice, created of the best clacks around. A huge thank you to the fantastic folks here at QuestKeep. We have Jason and Trevor in the booth this evening, keeping us on the technical rails. Also, Campaign 2 has its home over on the QuestKeep YouTube page. You can type !YouTube or !QuestKeep to find all of the wonderful details about that kind of stuff. There are 1,700 hours of content on there. We've got a bunch of mini-series, so please go hang out and watch one of those wonderful things. Some very brief programming announcements. Episode 36 dropped on the podcast today, and we've been having a fantastic time over on Patreon. Jess is at the helm of our Patreon these days. And Jess, what is the very cool thing that we have over on Patreon now?
Free tier membership. Free tier. I don't know why I'm talking weird. It's a free tier of membership. That means you can join and watch one Chatwater a month for, you guessed it, free. That's the name of the tier.
Amazing.
Over to you.
Thank you so much. And we are now into November, which means we are coming up on Godkiller's release, and I'm very, very excited about this. I am deep in post-production. Stay tuned to that. Please go join our Patreon at the free tier, because that is where Godkiller is going to be dropping. So go head on over there to go do that wonderful thing and listen and go see the art and get ready to fall in love with the characters, because I'm obsessed with them perpetually. And this brings us to our sponsor for the evening, WorldAnvil.
Yeah.
WorldAnvil is an incredible all-in-one software for tabletop gamers, fantasy novelists, and anyone who loves creative world building. WorldAnvil is not just one tool, it's 3 complete creative tool sets that you can use separately, or you can use them intermingled. It is a world building suite, an RPG campaign manager, and also a novel writing and publishing tool. So it includes a digital DM screen that you can use while you're playing, campaign manager with a support for 45 different tabletop RPGs, including a robust library of character stat blocks and monster stats as well. Its novel planner and writing software includes drag and drop scenes that you can put descriptive stuff right into your writing that you already have prepared, saving you a bunch of time, especially if you're on like a writing crunch or you really have some self-imposed deadlines that you're working on. There is also a bunch of stuff on there where you can publish your world online, and includes subscription and monetization features if you want to make that accessible for other people. And finally, you can insert our favorite thing here at Blackwater, interactive maps. There's also family trees, timelines, and automatic linking from different parts of your WorldAnvil forge to one another. It creates a really rich and engaging world for your game, novel, or series. Because WorldAnvil is our sponsor this month, I have been tinkering around with WorldAnvil and putting a lot of the lore from the Godkiller series in that, which has been really nice, because this part of the canon, because Godkiller is set in canon at the end of the universe, I have been really tinkering around with like, how can I put this best into WorldAnvil so I can access it again later time or make it accessible for Tim if there's ever something he needs to draw from that. I had the huge pleasure of meeting Janet and Demetrius, who are the owners of WorldAnvil at Gen Con, and we hit it off. It was wonderful to spend time with them. I'm so grateful to them and the entire company of WorldAnvil for sponsoring us for this episode, and they've been going to sponsor us for the entire month. So we are here with 4 episodes from WorldAnvil. Thank you so much. You can type !anvil in the chat to find our Blackwater partner link. So head on over to the site. There is also a huge discount if you use that link on a premium subscription. So head on over to the site and check it out. You will fall in love with it just as much as I have. So thank you to the fantastic folks at WorldAnvil. There's also a little teaser video right before the break if you want to see some great stuff from them. And that's it. So grab your tissues, grab your spider milk, grab your jorts, and your best friends, whether you are new with us tonight or you have been with us for ages. Thank you so much for your support. It is through community that we make amazing things happen, and we hope you feel super, super welcome here at our table. Jason, roll the clip, roll the clip.
Roll the clip, Jason.
Woo!
All right. So for those of you just joining us tonight, last week the party made their way to Upkara. After learning from Sprig that a siege was inbound, they managed to race across and arrive just in time as the siege was kicking off. Ambushing the giants from behind, and a difficult fight ensuing. But ultimately they prevailed, and they were able to slay the 2 giants that were assaulting Upkara, and were welcomed into the town. And that is where we pick up. As you are led in, and you can see kind of all of the citizens of this town, there's probably about 50, maybe 60 people at this point. Some other folks have kind of come out of the woodwork. But you can see most of them are dressed to fight as they bring you into the Great Hall, kind of set partially into the mountain, or the base of the mountain. You see the chief that you're following. She is looks to be dwarven, as she has like hopped off of her giant ram, and you can see a few others kind of come and herd the other rams, which are also decked out in battle gear, into a large pen. And she brings you into the Great Hall, and there is kind of woodwork on the front, and then it is quite a cavernous space inside that has been carved out, with kind of tunnels branching off of the back.
Tim, are we talking a Helm's Deep situation?
It's got a Helm's Deep.
Hell yeah.
So Tim, I did mention, I wrote it down in my notes so I didn't forget. I did want to check for any pertinent items before we...
Sure.
Make an investigation check as you...
Those bodies. Can I also make an investigation?
We'll say you do this before you head in.
I'm going to cast... This is my dice for today.
I was gonna
rolled
say
a natural
that's
20
an-
on the test. Rolled all my dice, and it's performing. I don't think I've ever rolled a...
Perception, yes?
Investigation.
Investigation.
24.
24.
11.
11. You kind of pick through. Some of the bodies are sort of burned up. There's not really a lot left on these things. Even their weapons are mostly destroyed. You find a couple of gold pieces, like 2. With your 24, you kind of look through. You find one of them has like a sliver of stone that looks... It's reminiscent of obsidian, but it's not obsidian. It's not quite as dark. It's more glass-like.
I was going to say it's like a glass.
Blackish glass.
And this is on the cobalt?
On one of the kobolds, yeah. And you see, it's not very big. It's only about, it's fairly small. It's fairly sharp. But it's kind of wrapped in like an oilcloth.
If I hold it up, do I have the light spell? I don't remember. I have many cantrips, but no, I don't. Does anyone have it? No. I'm going to hold it. Does it, with the light behind it, does it have a color to it, or is it just like a grayish?
It's kind of a grayish color, yeah.
So similar to obsidian, but less dark.
Yeah. It's more opaque. Less opaque?
What?
Opaque
You can see
means
through it.
Opaque means
Translucent.
Translucent. More
More
translucent.
translucent, yeah.
Yeah.
I, for the life
Less
of me,
opaque.
for about 24 years of my life, I had that always around.
know.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm just
opaque
thinking
is
of the
see-through.
slider. I'm just thinking of the
Yes.
slider when I'm
Yes.
editing. less opaque. But yeah, you find it kind of wrapped in a cloth, in like an oilcloth, and it's probably about this big.
Okay.
Not very big. And that's about it. The giants, similarly, you can see it's mostly just what they have, bits of old food. It's rotten.
Okay.
It's pretty gnarly.
And now we
Flash
back.
forward, you're back in the Great Hall as she kind of brings you in. And there is a large hearth in here as well. You can see that's been carved out of the stone itself.
Same markings of sear on there. Mm-hmm.
Similar markings, yeah.
I don't want to be blunt, but I feel like at this junction, moving at pace is probably our best bet.
We have to have a meal.
Right, yeah. We can talk over the meal, I guess.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why did the giants attack your beautifully fortified town?
We have been harassed by giants for a long time. It is part of the blood of this town.
You don't pay a tribute or anything?
We pay some tribute, but it changes with each new chief, whether they decide to... that was disgusting.
I'm so sorry. I didn't think you were gonna pop like that.
Some chieftains don't want to do it, and others do to avoid unnecessary casualty.
Right.
But lately, we have decided to stop.
7 giants are dead by our hand so far.
Excellent.
But we are very aware, and we've spoken with the people of Skalan, that will bring the ire of the dragon.
Grid.
Gryden.
And talking to Ivar, the leader of Skalan,
Yes, I know, Ivor.
he suggested that this might be the best location if a fight were to ensue.
Oh, really? You would bring all of Skullorn to here?
That was his request.
He said that.
Respectfully, yeah.
Perhaps an option that would leave the people of Skalarn in better straits to defend themselves rather than out in the open, knowing.
This is what I have said to him every time I see him.
He said that
This little dinky wall won't keep him
Upkara is
safe.
better.
The wall is extreme.
He said that? Did you get it in
He
writing?
said Upkara is better fortified.
He said that?
Yeah, he said that aloud, didn't he? Yeah.
I'm going to hold him to that.
Yes, but yeah, and I assume because we're inside the K, right? Like, this is probably a good place for the civilians to hide during a big fight, right?
Yes.
We
Of
can
course.
send words to Skalan. Are you able to receive the people of Skalan, or?
Of course, if they need our help, they are always welcome here.
He also said that the yearly chieftain was a better system than the 10 years, then 5 years shoveling shit.
He said that?
He did say it. He's really turned a corner.
Make a deception check.
Oh no, I'm tired. Why am I fucking nose in it?
It was such an unnecessary lie.
Mark is feeling chipper. He went through a whole fight without getting hit at all. It's like a 9.
Because
It was intended as a joke.
never say that. You would never say
It
that.
was intended as a joke.
Of course.
That is what I was going for.
We
Oh
should.
my
You didn't have me for a second, but
I'm very sorry. What was your name?
my name is Chieftain Solvig.
So big.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, so we've been heading. We're trying to get to the Rainer Peaks.
Why would you go to the Rain of Pigs?
There are some answers lying there.
But
potentially
first,
for us.
we are going to the mine to rescue the members of.
Yavik.
Yavik. We
Yes.
What
passed
happened in the Avik?
It's been sacked. All of the adults were taken. To the
We
mines
were
to
told
work.
that some adults had
Led
fled to
this
here. Is
direction.
that not correct?
Did no one make it?
Not to my knowledge.
It's unfortunate.
Perhaps they got them on the road.
We found a few children in Yavik, and we were able to send them back to Skalarn.
This is good.
But they mentioned that 3 giants they did come back, and we were able to kill them.
Yeah.
It was a heck of a fight, but they've taken them to the mine north of the lake.
Gert. I don't know if that name means anything to you.
She goes, I don't know, Gert, but the mine has been closed for a long time.
Yeah, that's what we know, and we're wondering if that mine has been potentially either reopened or repurposed by the dragon.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Of the giants we've killed, only 3 we knew the name of. Gert, Geens, and Thunk.
Oh, I remember Thunk.
Yeah. He died badly.
Good.
Have you had any exchanges with Garullo?
Grollo?
Garolo.
We wouldn't know
Grollo?
his name.
Oh, we haven't talked about that?
We just know Frogmore.
We just know
the
Frogma. We know the Frogma.
Then how does Sean know it?
Because we talked about it in Chatwater.
That
I feel like the question would be, have you had any communication with the leader of Frogmore?
Yeah, with the titular Frogma.
We have to deal with the Frogma clan now. Before that,
The Singing Stones.
yes, the Singing Stones were our neighbors. And we had a friendly relationship with them. They helped us carve this into the mountain.
Are they gone?
We haven't seen them for quite some time.
We
assumed that when the Frogma clan took power, they killed them.
Our plan next is to leave here and go to Bjordek and kind of see what was going on there. Our thought was if they've sacked Yavik, then they might have already sacked Bjordek, and so we could see if we can shelter anyone or shuffle them over here to Upkara. But we were talking to Ivar, and he was saying that the people of Bjordek are quite sacred about the lake, and they said there was some magic with the water. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Do you know anything about that?
Yes, we worship the mountains, they worship the lake. That's where they bury their dead, and they believe that it holds the story of their people.
Okay.
I'd be actually interested to see that.
Our plan, I think, is to head there, and then if it's a shorter path across the lake than it is to go round, if it's frozen all the way over.
It would be at this time of year. There are a number of ice fishermen there. It's where they also draw a lot of their food from.
Perhaps we'll try and make a cut across and see if we can catch them unawares.
By our count, there's either 7 or 5 giants left at the mines. And we intend to go to the mines to get...
Free the adults.
The adults.
That's where they've been taken.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if the giants are dead... And as we can see, and I, don't gesture, but as we can see from this last fight, they're working with the kobolds that serve the dragon, so Gryden. This fight will draw the ire of Gryden, I'm sure of that.
Yes, you're probably right.
From Skalan, I don't know if you're familiar.
The half-giant?
Yeah, he's been developing a weapon that might help.
It's very cool.
Against Gryden. It's
like
it's somewhat hush-hush, but
big
you
crossbow.
should, as the chieftain
Not
of
that
this town,
hush-hush.
you should know.
All right.
Yeah.
Big crossbow.
Just so that you know that
crossbow.
You could shoot
Just
anything.
just so that you know that we can
Anything
hopefully even the playing field against us and a dragon.
And they're trying to make it mobile so
We're
it
trying to
can
get
move.
it here.
Right.
If you say it's okay to
I
bring.
believe.
Of course. Yes, of course. You can send word to Ivar that, of course, our doors are open to the people of Skullern.
I believe Ivar was going to reach out through the Hearthmaker and discuss Hearthkeeper.
Yes,
And
that
discuss logistics.
Of course. Of
So,
course. Our doors are
Expect
always
his
open.
call.
Of course.
Do you speak... You said you worship the mountain. Does the mountain speak to you?
Through the hearth, yeah, of course.
What does it say?
Well, it sometimes it speaks in images, sometimes it speaks in song. It depends on what you're looking for. Seer, the half giant. She is the keeper of the hearth. She's the one who we draw warmth from.
Has it been saying anything troubling recently? I'm terribly curious why the dragon has had this turn, has led to all this strife.
Could I just... You mentioned a half giant, and you said the name Seer.
Like
did.
the same name as the god. Okay.
She referenced it like that is the god. Seer, to them, is a half-giant.
Half giant, not a dwarf.
Not a dwarf.
Cool.
So there's not an actual half giant here that they talk to. Okay.
That's so
The way she
cool.
talked about it, it's as if like it's
god.
a part of
That's so cool.
The goddess
that-
of the hearth to them is a half giant.
Interesting.
That's so cool.
What?
Well, because we'll talk about it in Chatwater.
Okay.
It's a Chatwater thing.
Purely because I don't remember if we asked, do you know the name of the leader of the Frogmaw?
Oh, yes, it's Grollo.
Oh, cool. Now we all know that.
We all know that. Yeah.
Lately, the hearth has been hotter than usual.
I'm
Say
not
more-
familiar
say
with
more about
hearths.
Well, occasionally, sometimes it runs hotter than other times of year. Usually in the summer it's colder, and in the winter it's hotter, but this winter has been especially hot.
Does that mean something?
We see it as her looking favorably upon us because it is cold and we need warmth.
That tracks.
Has it warmed up noticeably since 3 years ago? It's 3 years ago the eruption happened, right? Two. I would say 2 years ago.
I would say over the last 2 years it's been warmer, but I hadn't really thought about it.
Who is your hearth keeper?
Of course, that would be Dag.
Dag.
Dag?
Yes.
I like Dag.
That's a name that I know.
Yeah, it's from it's from the when we were
Dresden.
back in Dresden. No, it was when it was Bacall. When we were moving through Bacall, Dag was traveling with Seven, Deanna's character.
Dwarven fella had a bar, secret underground.
Flirted with Neppy.
I would love to
remember
meet
that
this Dag.
The name rings a bell.
Of course, he's
Yeah,
right
I know
over there,
what
and
happens in the back
you
door.
see
Yeah, I think so.
over the hearth, he's got like a big spit that he's kind of turning, and you can see like he's got one fairly muscular arm, and the other is kind of like in a leather, it's kind of cut off at the bicep, and it's kind of
Same
covered
guy?
with a
Same
leather
guy?
And
cuff.
he's the head
He looks
keeper here?
hearth. Yeah, he looks fairly old. You can see he's got quite a magnificent mane of gray hair, and his beard is kind of braided quite nicely. He's turning it, and he sort of like settles it and comes over. Hi, what can I do for you?
You might be receiving words from I know her name. Sigrid. From Skalan, about bringing the people of Skalan here for a potential battle.
Oh well, I'll just reach out to her, and you see he casts sending, and you see he has a conversation with her, basically confirming what you've asked. Yeah, they're now that it's all clear, they're gonna pack up their things and head up here.
Great.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Will you tend the hearth to Seer? Do you, do the hearths, they're all connected, right?
We believe so. Yeah.
But they all focus on different aspects. Yours is the mountain, the other is the water.
Well, it's more of a. It's more about what it creates. The hearth is the home. It doesn't really matter where that is. It's different for everyone. A sense of home and community. So, the setting is just where that home or community is.
But they're all similar in the sense that they are built to draw magic from a source.
They're built to focus magic of a sort.
Could you tell if there was issues at the other hearths? With the hearth itself?
You know, I've never tried.
What was the name of the place? The water?
Bjordek.
Would you be able to see what you sense from the hearth in Bjordek?
I can try. Yeah, I'll try. And you watch as he goes over to the hearth where the lettering is over top. And he kind of lays his hands on the stonework. And this hearth, as opposed to The one in Skalarn that was very much more like a fireplace, kind of a traditional fireplace. This one extends out a bit. There's a bit that rises up, but then there's a large kind of pit that extends out.
I would like to cast guidance on her.
I was going to do both, but it says, what check is he making? Is he making a check of
He's making a religion check to see if he can commune with another hearth. He's never tried this before.
That's a half. So I'll step over to him and I'll be like, I don't know if this will help. This place is a very spiritual place. I feel it in my bones. And they can help. And I'm just going to like reach out to that and push it towards him as I give him a bardic.
Okay.
D6.
Rolling a lot of dice back there.
Well, here's the fun thing. I just realized an interaction is if we're like fully out of combat, guidance is an action, bardic is a bonus. It's like I can just dump a dice on a dude.
Nice.
He rolled very poor on D20.
Oh.
Okay, that's not terrible. It's a 14. He kind of reaches out, and you see the embers kind of shrink slightly. He sort of focuses with his hand, and you see the kind of orangish glow move up his arm. He kind of pulls back. The hearth is almost completely cold. I felt very little warmth.
Well, then we hid there in the morning.
Yeah.
Would that be a sign of what's happening in the town or of a greater issue? If your hearth is connected to Seer, do they have a god that theirs is connected to?
It would be Seer as well. We all have a hearth to Seer. Everyone tends to the hearth. I sort of oversee it, but everyone in the community would take time to tend here and there. And if the hearth is intended to, like any fire, it'll go out. But the belief is that even if no one can, there should always be a burning ember to represent our belief and faith in Seer. It feels like those embers are getting pretty low.
Like the hope of the people is dying.
Yeah.
Then I think we skip Bjordek and we go straight to the mines.
What if
If you can.
We should stop him.
You'd probably have to go through Bjordek
Anyway,
too.
pass through, and if we can, maybe, you were saying about ice fishing, that there might be a path that there's like different huts on the lake that they build around this time of year,
Maybe.
so we can perhaps navigate our way through, but we make haste in the morning. Is it all right if we stay here within the city walls overnight?
Of course you can stay here, of course.
Okay.
Have a meal, sleep. We'll bring you some hay to sleep on.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, have you ever wrestled a bear?
I don't know if this is a euphemism. I'm very flattered.
Oh,
I know after a battle, it's, the juices are flowing.
Rather forward of you.
before we left Skalarn, Ivar literally wrestled a bear,
And he won.
and he won. I was just wondering
It's
if,
a great honor.
Oh, I see.
like an actual bear, yeah.
Ah, well, that's quite impressive.
I'm just curious if that's something that my friend.
Again, I am sort of confused if
My
you
friend
are...
here can become a bear, and
Are you trying to set me up with your friend?
no, I'm trying.
Does seem like you're.
you in-
He's handsome. There's no doubt.
He is very handsome.
Do you have plans tonight?
You do whatever you want.
Roll them bones!
Sometimes there's lead up to the nice dice, and sometimes whoa, it's just what are you doing tonight?
Esper just wants to see a person wrestle a bear again. It was a fun morning. It was what made him fall in love with Skalarn.
Oh, I see a 9.
That is a 9. That is another 9. That is
Does Thistle have some of those like
7.
deep
Holy
holes
shit.
like you'd find?
25.
He's going the
27,
distance.
28, 29 out of 54. I stumbled at the end.
Someone really fell down.
It was 2 9s, 2 1s, a 7 and a 2, so right down the center.
Fully.
He goes,
But it is just after the juices are flowing.
Oh, don't say that sentence ever again.
I'm just a good listener.
well, I'd have only just met you, so I think I'd have to see a little bit more before I wrestle your bear.
It's in your euphemism.
Going under the table. I just wanted to see a bear fight.
started.
No, I wanted to see a person fight a bear because it was awesome in Skalar.
Remember when you said you don't want us to interact with every person here, and now you're offering up my
this
wrestling
is the chieftain,
services?
and that was the session before you wrestled the bear. The session you fought the
All
bear,
right.
we had really good luck. It brought us great luck. We fought the great
Thank
giant
you
fight.
for your very
Do
kind
you want to
offer.
fuck this all? It's about wrestling bears, and
Here you go.
We accept
bully.
their kind offer of hay and all that kind of good stuff.
All right. So you have a wonderful meal with them for the evening, and they set you up kind of in a chamber off the hallways. There's a number of you did see outside. There was a number of buildings, but really inside this kind of this cavern that they've carved out is where a lot of the dwellings are, and they set you up in a small kind of comfortable room.
once they've left the hay, and then the people have gone. Marcus is 100% gonna take his like staff and like fabricate the hay into like fucking mats.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sleeping on a fucking bale of hay.
I don't think we probably need to keep watch here. I think we can actually all sleep for a night.
That's nice.
Yeah. I wanted to talk to the chieftain about one last thing.
Yeah, of course. Find her up by the fire.
Yeah, I walk over. If we brought this weapon and brought the dragon down to the ground, I don't want your people to be needlessly killed. But are there ways that in this town we could find a way to keep the dragon on the ground? If it comes to that, I like to plan ahead. I found that has kept me alive for most of my life, knowing what I'm going to do next.
Well, perhaps we can set some rock traps on the side of the hill.
Right, yeah.
We don't have like a big net or a rope.
Right. Do you have any chains?
There's not much metal up here. It's hard to come by. We could. We have some rope. Perhaps we could make a harness for the rams to try to pull it down if it was on the ground.
Radical.
That's, yeah.
There's about 20 of them.
Okay.
But we can. I will have to think.
Yeah, of course. I just want it to be out in the open that we don't want to put you and your people in harm's way needlessly.
Of course.
I don't want to speak for everyone, but I've appreciated my time. I've only been here for a few days, but my time in this place has been honestly incredible. I've found very few places in the world, and I've been to a few places in the world that are worth this kind of saving.
My friend, you are always welcome.
Thank you.
And I appreciate your kind words. We have coexisted with the dragon for quite some time, but he has grown bolder.
Yeah.
And more powerful.
That is the nature of tyrants.
Mm-hmm. And so I think at some point we have to make a stand.
You have us to help if that means anything.
I think it really helps our odds.
Hopefully.
If my people are willing to fight.
Good.
And help in any way we can.
My only thinking is, how hard would it be to dig a big pit and then cover it up with leaves?
Pretty hard. The ground is quite hard this time of year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I was like, if we can shoot the dragon and it lands, but then it lands on basically a hole.
Where your idea with the pit
Yeah,
trap and spiky sticks, perhaps?
Yeah.
I understand, yeah. We dug the trench outside the walls
That's
in the spring
incredible, yeah.
when the ground was much softer.
It doesn't. But I was I was doing a job right, and I knew I was going to be passing through an alley, so I put a rope across the alley at ankle length. But I knew I'd be running through when it was dark, and so I knew when to jump. The fellas who were chasing me didn't. They tripped. I get away with my life. You know, you set up things a day ahead, and suddenly you're in a good position. Yeah.
In the alleyway, no one else tripped the whole day.
It's a very infrequently used alleyway. Yeah. And honestly, the people in the town that I was in probably would have just in the daytime stepped over the rope and not questioned it because shitty people.
Cities are crazy. I've never been.
The craziest part was they both fell, and I heard them land directly in a pile of shit. No, it was
into a poop. That's so funny.
And I didn't even know it was there, and I somehow missed it when I jumped over.
That's very lucky for you.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. But yeah, if we can get the dragon to trip into a giant pile of death shit.
Poop, yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
It'd be funny.
It'd be pretty
really
funny, yeah.
Embarrass him before we kill him.
Nadara would have her do.
Nadara would have her do.
Yeah.
You've given me a lot to think about, and I will see what we can come up with.
I'm glad that you're open to the ideas. Thank you.
Of course. What is your business in the mountains?
We're looking for someone who might have answers. We've got a lot to look into. We've got a lot of questions that
What kind of questions?
The nature of power and magic. We've been finding that it's uncertain who or what controls that and whether or not it can be controlled. So we're trying to enlighten ourselves. Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
Do we trust her?
On yourself?
What are my intentions?
What are my intentions?
Who am I?
18.
Really?
18. She seems genuinely curious.
Okay. But this isn't like trying to dig me for information.
She's trying to find out what she's trying to get a specific answer.
Yeah.
Like any kind of specifics. Like you're kind of being effusive in your answer. So she's like,
I don't mean to be dodgy. It's just that the everything is so confusing that it's hard to kind of nail down what we are doing. And by going into those mountains, it might help us nail down what we're doing.
It's a very confusing.
I know. But yeah, imagine being on this side of things.
Looking for someone.
Yeah.
Who?
A woman would look similar to one of my travelling companions, the little one.
Right.
You haven't seen someone like that?
Some time ago, there was a traveler. She did not come into the village, but she did pass by.
How long ago?
I want to say maybe a year ago.
Okay.
We thought she may have been a witch. We offered her shelter, but she would not speak to us.
Right.
It was seen as a bad omen by some of us. But she was gone pretty quickly, so we didn't really get a chance to get any answers from her.
Right.
But she did pass into the mountains.
That is who we seek. Hopefully we can...
Is she a witch?
I think that's one of her titles, actually, officially.
Fuck, that's bad. I mean...
Well, I think...
Not just because I really thought she wasn't a witch, so
Oh,
I
and you
really
made
took a
bets?
stand and
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
no, she's not the witch.
She's like the witch of the moon
Just
or
don't
something.
tell anyone else that she's a witch.
Yeah, I won't. Yeah. Yeah. We met a lot of hags as well. Like, kind of witch-like people.
Right.
It's
It's
been a
another
while.
word for a witch.
It's been a while. She's not... I don't think she's a hag.
Oh, she's not a hag?
Yeah, because I think hags are like a very specific thing. She's just...
Maybe where are you?
Someone called her a witch as like a title.
Right.
But it was... I'm pretty sure it was like a...
Some
honorific.
witches are good, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a good witch vibe.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
think.
that helps my case.
Yeah.
You would know that Shai's mother's title is the Witch of the Shallow Moontide.
Yeah, the Witch of the Moon. That's what I said. It's exactly the words that I said.
60% right.
You are going to
hang
the
of the
mountains.
sun.
It's
The Rainer Peaks, yeah.
it's a dangerous place.
Yeah, there's giants in the way.
No, not the
No,
giants.
I-
They don't go in the mountains.
Do you know what's up there?
There's no food. There's no
Well,
food, and
We can make our own.
that's good. And there are stories of living stones and burning clouds and the Garmwolf.
The Garmwolf. What is that?
It's a terrible wolf who stalks the peaks.
Right.
So the stories go.
When you say burning clouds and talking stones, is it almost like magic has been been taken out of control?
I don't know. I've never been. The story scared me as a child.
Have you heard any stories of a place called Wraithmoor?
No.
Okay. We went there and it was similar vibes.
Vibes. Of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
This has been very helpful, and we'll keep an eye out for this giant nightmare wolf. I think Esper's just like, fuck, just stacking on problems. Just like, fuck. I'm gonna get some rest, but yeah, I thought if while we travel up to the mines and get the adults, any preparations that you and the people of Skalan
Of course.
can make that, or even our odds.
And just so you know, there is a belief by some that the mountains are cursed.
Yeah.
I don't believe it, but
Well, you didn't believe that woman was a witch, so maybe.
well, okay. That's. I mean, she's a witch in a very loose sense, and we don't know for sure.
She was called the Witch of the Shallow
Okay,
Moon.
all right.
so-
You should go to bed.
You're right. Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
I don't know if this is going to be a weird thing to say, but the places that I've been, there's often a mix of spirits who are angry and violent and spirits who tell tales. And since coming here, I found more of the latter. This is a good place. It's a good land.
We take care of our people.
Yeah, it shows.
It's good.
But just so you know, the spirits of your dead are majoritively at rest.
I know.
Yeah. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
While Esper is gone, Miri would like to cast Sending to Ferrothor.
All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Ferrothor.
And she would say, traveling north, giants have become a serious problem. Some towns destroyed. Adults taken to mines. We are going to investigate. Last stand. Upgara. Best wishes.
Okay. You hear back. Glad to hear you're safe. Argoic and I are in northern Garyang. Think we picked up the trail. Good luck.
Okay. Ferrothor and Argoic think they picked up the trail. They're in northern Garyang.
Of Laura.
I think so.
It's good. It's good.
Well, she said she was going somewhere. It was clear she was going somewhere and she was scared. So, I don't know anything about Garyang, but there's obviously something up there she's might have scared of that she felt she needed to run towards rather than run away from.
Here it's very cold and bad, is Guy Yang.
Tim, don't send us from this utopia to the shithole. Yeah.
It sounds like they're onto something, and hopefully, you know, they'll tell us if they've got anything more. But
That's good news.
Yes, very good news. Very good news.
I guess that means she hasn't done whatever she's doing with the heart yet. So maybe we've still got time to make it
She
right.
just put it in her chest.
She just put it in her chest.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But she needed it for something, so.
Yeah. I mean, she either needed it to keep her alive or she was going to use it for something.
Anyways, they are pursuing her.
They are pursuing her. There's nothing else we can do about that now, but it's good to know.
Now we're here, we're doing this, we're going to go to the Rain of Peaks, and then we're going to figure out where the fuck we go from there.
All right. I think it's time we get some rest. It'll be
Yeah.
off first thing in the morning.
I think that's a good idea.
All right.
But before we go to bed, I would just as we're like winding down, I would love to find Shy. What is Shy's like wind down routine?
That's a great question. I think there's some stretching that
Oh,
happens.
okay.
Probably at the end of the day, especially after taking a battering ram, maybe to the body.
Directly to the chest.
Body shot.
And I think Shy would. I think before it's almost like a post-fight ritual. You kind of come upon Shy in like a post-fight ritual, so kind of like cleaning yourself off, making sure that there's no dirt or anything like on her bioluminescence. I think that feels really important. You see her paying extra attention to that. You see her kind of like plating down, trying to make something of the curly mess of hair, and very much just kind of like stretching to try and make sure that she's ready to go in the morning.
Shy.
Oh yeah, more.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to ask you something about
No, you're okay.
art.
Oh yeah,
Miri recently made this really cool bookmark.
yeah.
And I didn't want to say anything, but I suspect she might have had help.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mark.
Cool. Neither do I. Ha ha ha. But I noticed you did that really cool thing with the lads whose parents were trying to save. Where they like described, and you could draw it.
Yeah.
And then I saw your masterpiece of Cockney. I saw that you did that, and you have a remarkable gift.
Thank you.
I wouldn't have guessed that you had. Yeah, I mean, I think the way you punch people is an art form. I wouldn't have guessed, just looking at you, that you had another quite literal art form inside of you.
Would you believe that the art came first?
I think it would be hard to go the other way. So yes, that does track.
That's fair.
But I'm noticing that a lot of you, all the art that I've seen of yours at least, is very much drawn from what you've seen.
Yeah.
Do you ever do any sort of creative or like abstract kind of work?
Well, I was trained in like landscapes and portraiture, but I remember my teacher we started our lessons talking about before you get into the more technical work, you have to let yourself feel the piece first, and very much a sense of there's always got to be a warm-up piece or a reflective piece that is simply what you what comes out, what you feel. One of the other apprentices used to just throw paint at the page, or another used to like work entirely with his hands, and like in charcoal or in whatever medium he was working with at the time. So I think, and even when you're sketching something, it all starts as abstract. There's always a base shape that you're working from, whether you're trying to capture the likeness of someone's face or what a landscape looks like.
Well, let me ask you this. I've never been a creative guy.
I find that hard to believe.
In like a, let's make some. Forgive me. I've never been an arty kind of person. Creation isn't my jam. But how do you have an idea in your head? Like, what is you're saying? You think of the thing, and then
Yeah.
you it burnt wood. It's on. What do you call that? Your thing that you do. Charcoal.
Yeah.
You have an idea, and then you use charcoal, and suddenly there's a thing that exists.
Yeah. It is often a representation of a thing that exists. That's probably where my skill set lies, but some people can paint strictly from what they think, and I would say that's probably not my strongest suit, but it's something I've always wanted to get better at. Can I help you with something?
Yeah.
As you say this, Shy is like, as you say yes, it is like a spring into action. There is like Shy pulls out of the bag of holding this tube, and you see she's got maybe 3 or 4 sheets of like really nice, that vellum paper.
Oh, down boy. No, not like that.
Okay. Do we need what do we need?
Well,
Like, are we looking like paint or like charcoal or like?
well, you know how I said I'm not generally the creative type. Yesterday, I had a thought, and I made it real. And it stabbed a giant several times. I don't know if you caught it. It was only there for a few moments.
I think if it was something that I didn't have line of sight on you for most of the fight, I was around the corner.
Yeah,
Did
I didn't see it when it actually happened.
Did you summon something or like bring something forth?
I think so.
Okay.
I got hit by that fucking boulder, and I thought I was like, some hero I am. I was talking about a bloody bookmark, and then I was going to be dead.
That's what she turned it into. A bookmark. I was wondering what she was going to make of it.
It's a very clever pun.
It is.
But then I looked, and it wasn't a hero. It was a wrong hero. It looked like what I think a hero should look like, but it was all wrong. And I don't think I need the charcoal, but I don't know how I did it, but I think you can make really quite beautiful things, and I don't want to make bad things.
I understand. Maybe I'm taking a leap here, but it sounds like if there was an opportunity for you to really get a picture in your mind of what you wanted to bring forth, that maybe it wouldn't be the same as bringing forth what you brought that first time. That if you could get that picture so firmly in your head, that the thing that would come out wouldn't scare you as much as it very much looks like it did.
Clarity of thought.
Because I often find that sometimes I remember my teacher would let us look at something for a minute, and then he would take it away and say, draw it. So if you have an opportunity to put forth a drawing of something that feels good and you study it hard and you keep looking at it, maybe for more than a minute at a time, you'll be able to create that over and over again with less, perhaps, error or deterrence or deviance from what you want.
I've got you. This is a very good idea. Thank you.
Would you like some supplies to try and work it out?
I've got all that I need. You have a lovely night.
Okay. Well, if that ever changes, Mark, or if you need, I don't know about you, and I know you said you're not the artistic type, but some stuff is in here that sometimes shouldn't stay in there, and you need to get it out.
I haven't been the artistic type. But vision. We'll see.
And I would encourage you that everybody has their specific and favorite medium. Perhaps this is yours.
I guess we'll see.
Good night, Mark.
Good night.
Nope. Go. I just wasn't sure if you wanted.
Oh no, Mark's just going to return to his room.
I'd arrive back and be like, well, the mountain is cursed.
What you mean the mountain is cursed?
There's a big devil wolf, and the stones walk, and the clouds are on fire.
Wonderful.
Like in
What?
Oh, that's good news.
Wow, big demon wolf. That sounds very interesting.
Yeah, it's called what was it called again?
Garmwolf.
It's called the Garm Wolf. Garm Wolf.
Wolf?
I thought it gave
like
Wraith more vibes.
Wolf.
Yeah, with you said burning clouds and walking stones. That sounds like some Wraithmore shit right there.
Which moon rose out of the mountains again?
Yes.
Yes, the red one.
The one
The red one.
that
Tides
deals
of
with the
magic.
tides of magic.
The red one.
This is going to be. Everything's fine. We're gonna fight a giant. We're gonna fight a
gonna be
dragon,
great.
and then we'll.
Oh,
fight
no, it's gonna be
the
great.
animal wolf.
Thistle, Slayer of Gumwolf.
Yeah.
That's got a good
Pretty
title
good,
to
pretty
it.
good.
Titles and names have meaning.
Well, maybe that could be the group name. Once we kill
Slayer
Garm
of
we are the
Gumwolf.
Slayers of
It's a bit
Garm.
long.
Come back with a title like that, you can wrestle a bear.
Oh, so Slayer. Yeah.
Slayer.
We
Swarm
should.
Slayer.
We should.
No, it doesn't abbreviate well.
We should. We should head off at first light in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
I'm gonna set my.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you first.
I'm not doing
please.
anything before bed.
I'm doing one more.
I'm gonna do something in bed.
I am not doing anything in particular, so go ahead.
No.
I will do one more thing before bed.
Yes.
Which is I'm going to leave the room for a moment, so I'm alone.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast Sending to softly.
Okay.
And I will say,
Softly.
You're gonna break.
The gunsmith. Yep, that softly. Sorry.
sorry we ran. We fucked up, but not how they said. We'll make this right. Still hope. I believe.
You're back. I hope you're right. Your weapon is nearly completed. I will honor the terms of the contract. That's it.
We'll come back into the room.
The birds.
I thought she was talking to the bird softly, and I was
Yeah, I
like, oh
was-
no,
I
one
was
of my
confused.
children is softly. It's
This is when you have too many children, you name them after other people in the game.
yes.
Apparently NPCs can't have the same name.
I'm gonna cast Sending to Finnan, not the one you're thinking of.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna set my sprig alarm for very, very early before everyone else gets up. I turn his head to the time.
You snooze it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what happens when you snooze?
No, he's quiet. He comes in like scratches on me with doesn't make noise so everyone else wakes up.
He pecks
Exactly.
on you.
So he wakes me up very early after I've had my long rest, but before everyone else wakes up. And I want to go down to the hearth.
Okay.
Do I see Dag there?
Yeah, Dag is there, tending to the hearth.
Oh, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Rather strange request, but
What is it?
I was wondering if I could have a moment with the hearth. You can stay, but I don't want to interact with it without permission.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just be over here.
Thank
Over your
you.
space.
And I would go over to the hearth and I would place my hand on it, and I'm gonna start the day the same way I did the previous day. I'm gonna cast divination.
Okay.
We
And-
love Thistle's morning ritual.
Yeah, and I would like to. This divination, I would like to pray to Seer.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna ask you to make a religion check for me, please. You can use your wisdom modifier instead of intelligence.
lovely.
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 Do you do? You don't have proficiency. I'm not proficient.
Unless you're
Oh, I'm
proficient.
proficient in religion.
So then, yeah, you can add your proficiency.
Oh, that's a natty 19.
Hey, we love
for
that.
a total of 26.
Yesterday I started my day very similarly, and I felt there was something amiss here. And I wonder if you have any information that you could share on that.
Is it a yes or no?
It's one question.
Concerning a specific goal, event, or activity. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty specific.
feel the warmth of the hearth expand around you, envelop you. And you hear almost like the crackling of fire. It is trapped. It is preyed upon. It is consuming. Beneath it all, the basin is growing. That's what you got?
That's not ominous at all.
That's some spooky
It's very,
shit.
very chill.
All right, I would sort of nod. Thistle would sort of nod to himself. He thinks he has a pretty good idea of what that message was. And I would, before I make my way back up, I would say to Dag, I don't mean to pry in your personal situation, but
No.
You don't sound like everybody else. Are you from here?
No, I am not from here originally, but this place has been my home for a long time.
Oh, it's a lovely place. Both this and Skalan. It's both wonderful places. Hard land,
Yeah,
but good people.
very good people.
Yeah.
It's special, and they work hard for it.
Where are you from?
Originally, well, I was born in the Runark Empire, and then I traveled to Bakal, just Dresda.
Oh, I've been there.
Oh, yeah. I spent a lot of time there. And then, well, I guess after it stopped being Bakal, I got out of there. It was, it got pretty bad and pretty hairy. And then I traveled for a long time with a close friend. And we parted ways a few years ago now. They spent some time up here. We came up to Gustrum. It was one of the first places we came, just to get as far away as we could. And I don't know, I came up here this way and I left, but something always called me back. So I decided to come and set up shop, and they really welcomed me in. Been here for probably about 5 years now.
Well, they've given you quite the position of honor.
Yeah. I still wonder if I'm worthy, but they seem to think so. And the last Hearthkeeper, well, she was pretty old, and she passed away. So.
I'm glad you found home.
Yeah, me too.
We'll do our best to try and protect it.
Yeah, we will too.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Could I get the sentence that you said again? Just,
Oh, fuck, I can try.
What's the playback?
it was something to do with the basin.
The basin is growing.
The basin is growing. That was the basin beneath
Yeah.
is growing.
It's consuming.
It is trapped.
It is trapped.
It is consuming. The basin is growing.
Watch the playback.
Well, who wants to hit the old dusty trail?
All right.
Where am I from?
The rest of you all.
Do you tell Shy about
I'm an
your
Englishman.
mom?
Oh yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I would relay the information about Shai's mum to Shai.
Okay. When do you do that?
As soon
The
as I get
morning
back.
of?
No,
Okay.
as soon as I get back.
Okay. That's good to know.
Through you pack up your things for the morning. And you head out as you see folks in Apkara already started their day. You can see them tending to the rams and fixing fortifications from the damage it took from the giant fight.
There's no horses here, is there?
There's no horses, no.
Okay.
You kind of get a send-off as you head out the doors, out the gates, on your way to Bjordek. You head out on the road. You're heading in that direction. It's about just kind of like triangulating it. You're sort of going to it's going to take about the same amount of time that it did to get from where you were to Apkara. Yeah, you're basically because you're cutting through the woods. Again, it's that sort of like there's pockets of woods, there's pockets of kind of open grassland. As you're heading, you'll hit kind of a part of the coast of the lake and then travel down a little bit. Who is in the front?
I'll take the lead.
I'll have you make a survival check for your travel, and then we'll have perception checks.
I'll take the rear.
And you,
Help action, Bardic.
Holes?
do you give me advantage?
Yeah, the
Help action and Bardic.
Oh.
And you can give yourself guidance.
I have.
You can give yourself.
I give it to you as well. Anyway.
I'll add another one.
You can give it
Guide
to
yourself.
You've guidance.
Sure. Oh yeah, I'll give you guidance. No, I'm giving it to Thistle.
And cast guidance never does. You gotta learn like I did.
You don't deserve it.
You'd be shocked how much
I
that
didn't-
belief permeates everywhere.
I didn't learn guidance to help
29
others.
survival. 29 survival.
29.
24 perception.
Perception, okay. So with your 29 on your survival, you find a pretty good path through the woods. You don't get slowed down, and you manage to kind of stick to the edges of the forests. You stay kind of in a fairly hidden path, and you feel fairly safe, and you travel quickly in that direction. With your 24 perception, a little later on in your day, I would say mid-afternoon, you can see some of the trees shaking a little off farther south from where you are. And you can hear the kind of like as well as almost like the snorting of like warthogs, but louder.
I would alert.
Doesn't seem too far away.
I alert the group. Do we want to try and hide, or do
Oh
we?
no, I believe those are the big beasts I saw the other night on guard. On watch.
Okay. Okay.
They seem to be mainly herbivores.
I don't know, can you?
Apparently not.
It sounds different from
Oh,
that beast.
never mind. Sounds bigger and scarier.
Well,
we
if
should
they've
hide.
got good scent, then they're probably going to track us anyway. So we should probably ready ourselves.
Well, let me have a look. And I warg out and I send my little eye in their direction.
Okay. You see probably about 120 feet away. As your eye kind of moves over, you can see a large hill giant on all fours, kind of like sniffing the ground, and you see these kind of two large warthog-like creatures also sniffing around in the ground.
Oh,
and you
Just
you
three
watch
of
him smelling, and he's moving in your direction.
Oh fuck! It's coming towards
Just three
us.
of them?
There's the giant and the two
Warthogs.
How far away?
120 feet.
Dire charm on a hog.
Okay.
I can see it. I don't need direct light because I have my fucking
Yes.
XCOM.
Yes.
That's a wisdom saving throw on the hog.
On the hog.
I would like to.
I'm gonna.
That's a 16.
Fuck!
And on the dice, +1.
Beats it, baby! Shitty pants. Well, I lose my eye. Yep, they're coming, and I am.
I'm gonna cast Burning Blood on myself.
All right.
I'm starting to stack the spells. I'm tired of it using my entire first turn action economy.
I'm gonna give you the tail of the clever animal as a spirit mink like climbs up around your neck. You have bardic.
Getting so much use out of this little
You
forest.
have,
Now it's
you have
really
bardic
good.
inspiration on any
I'll move it.
intelligence,
Yeah, actually,
wisdom, or charisma check. And as in, like, for the next 10 minutes, you get to add it every time you do that.
No, it's better like this. Better like this.
And then I'm gonna become a bear.
Okay.
I'm gonna get as many free actions as I possibly can.
As you hear them crashing through the forest towards you.
I'm going to hop up in a tree. I'm going to get up in a tree.
Make an acrobatics check.
I'm sorry, Tim. I still can't.
Oh, shit. That's gonna just be an 11.
Okay.
Bush.
You're in a bush.
I still can't beat the Titan there because I used my level 4 spell again. I'm sorry.
All right.
Can I slide?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my my tattoo.
I'll.
The longer you take to let us roll initiative, the more I'm gonna do.
You're kind of figuring out where you want to be.
I'm busy
at
just
this
buffing
moment,
myself.
So it's up to you.
Well, if I can't get up in a.
They're coming from like.
They're coming from like here.
Yeah, then I want to be in that tree in the back.
If I can't get up a tree, I'm gonna clamber down behind it. Like I wouldn't just like.
No, you're just
leave
gonna
myself
sit in a
complete-
bush.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave myself completely open like that.
I'll stay
Happy
back
to
with
roll a
Mark in the
stealth check.
squishy zone. And I'm gonna.
Dice
I'm gonna.
right now.
It sure does.
You want to be Thistle?
Running at them.
Okay.
I just rolled an 11, so I am gonna probably be right out in the open. My dice.
All right,
Eight
let's-
today.
But before, also as it's coming in, I'm gonna bless Mark, Shy, and Thistle.
Yes.
And then let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I got
They
so
crashed
many
through the tree.
so many free things in. I'm so stoked.
I'm gonna say
little
no
bit of
one
heads up.
go near Thistle.
All right.
Oh, and we're refreshed. We're not exhausted
Yeah.
anymore. And we blessed.
And you bless.
Two
Oh,
bless.
I guess-
Not on initiative.
Not on initiative.
Just kidding.
It's just.
25 to 20. 20 to 15.
18.
19.
16.
I almost.
17.
Mark.
Oh my goodness, team.
Yep.
Good shit.
Thistle is 18.
Yeah.
Did you guys set you on initiative too?
She fell in the bush and then she got stuck. She's trying to get out of the
And
bush.
you said 17?
18.
18.
She's like,
and
"Ah,
you
guys,
had 17.
Hard time.
16.
She's all trapped,
17.
snagged in the
17.
thorns.
Miri, that's what it was.
Her hair's all snagged in the thorns of the bush.
Honestly, have you ever tried to get?
And what was yours?
A natural one for a 5, Tim.
Oh,
Very
nightmare.
All right. As you watch this giant, who has a fairly large, kind of sharpened piece of stone attached to a long log, so it's more like a sword, like a very rudimentary sword. As it crashes through, kind of smelling. And kind of comes up on two legs as the two warthogs come around.
This is a giant and 2 warthogs that we don't have to fight at the mines.
That's exactly. Oh, we're all on the same page.
All right.
7 giants at once, too many. 6 giants, still too many, but less.
and 2 less warthogs.
No one told us about the
Yeah,
hogs.
apparently they have
We didn't know
warthogs
they were
now.
going hog wild.
This one's got hogs, dude.
I hate the fact that he was also truffle sniffing with them. That upsets me.
So gross.
He's a little freak.
not to interrogate.
Mark, you're
Let's
up
end this
first.
man's life.
Yeah,
and
never
Never
investigate
speak of
that.
it.
I don't think Mark has ever held an action before, but he is going to start casting Dire Charm, and he's going to target Thistle, and when Thistle gets in melee with an enemy, I'm gonna make him go fucking crazy.
Okay. All right.
And I'll like bonus action into Thistle, just be like, you know that thing we talked about? Yeah. Get ready to go wild. I'm ready.
It is Thistle's turn.
Mechanically, what does it do?
You fly into a rage.
Yeah.
Show yourself.
You take you can't cast any spells, but you're bear. You take resistance to all bludgeoning, piercing,
Yes.
and your advantage on all strength attempts or whatever, and +5 to all damage.
Okay.
Shit.
We're making you huge, dude.
Listen, Die Charm's
Advantage
really
on
good
all
on enemies
attacks?
far away and really good on allies.
yes, okay.
Oh, you will take a level of exhaustion when it's over, though. Jeez.
All right. First attack on Giant Boy.
Strength checks and saving throws.
Holy.
But not
Advantage
attacks.
on them? No advantage on
No
attacks.
advantage on attacks,
Oh.
but when you hit, it does an extra 5 damage.
Okay, cool.
And you
cool,
take
cool,
less
cool.
damage.
All right. First up is my bite attack. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh no, I did.
This giant is wearing shockingly little clothes and doesn't seem bothered about it.
I
Nice.
love truffle pig giant.
And then,
Guy's a
Totally
freak.
little freak.
and then my claws, natural 20.
So many
all right,
dice.
So we'll do the.
Do you need some dice?
Plus
No,
10
we'll
to
do
all
the
of it.
attack first.
Or plus 5 to each, but
You don't double the. You only double the dice.
you only double the dice, yes.
So 1d8 and then a d6, and then 4, 12, and then another 5. 17 for the bite.
Holy shit.
That's not even the natural 20. And then you know what the best part is I get a thunder force damage because of my tattoo, so I roll 66 for that
Whoa.
second one.
Is he a druid or a rogue? What?
This is Thistle sneak attack, except
Yeah.
it's loud and
Now,
not sneaky at all.
His type of rage means he just attacks the nearest thing. So like you don't get to choose what you do next. So we haven't tried this yet.
21.
I don't know how it will go.
Doubled 42. Or no, 21. I rolled the dice. 21 plus 8, 29 plus 5, 34 points of damage. for the
Oh my
second
god. Good turn.
Nice.
one.
Rage bear.
Yeah, Rage Bear. So I just
This
come
cocaine
in fucking swinging.
Yeah, he's just tearing at this thing. He's like,
And I think
Doesn't even know if there's anything magical happening.
I don't,
here. Just a bear comes out of the woods, frothing them out.
I think how far is everyone still from us?
they are right up.
No, but I mean the rest of my party.
The rest of your party is about equidistant.
Well,
He's
Thistle's
in
up.
melee now.
Thistle's
Yeah.
in
I
melee.
waited to
Yeah.
cast it so
Yeah.
they
So,
were in
yeah,
melee with the
so,
bad boys.
Yeah, they're probably about 25 feet back from you, like these two, and these guys are probably about 40.
Okay. I think
45.
I think those who have higher perceptions, I think you see that Thistle falls into a rage that doesn't seem like unfamiliar to him. Do you know what I mean? Like I think it's like, oh, he's done this before.
I like the idea of the diatribe is literally just turning off the Thistle brain and it's just bear brain.
Pretty
it's
much,
just like back to
yeah.
the fun. It's just like this is bear Thistle.
I
like,
think
this
you
is
get
the
rid of
OG
the
bear.
you get rid of the,
person.
executive
Yeah.
functioning, and it's
It's just animal now. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. This is when Thistle polymorphs into a bear, not wild shapes into a bear.
All right, it is Miri's turn.
Okay,
You're on deck.
yes.
Miri is going to how far am I away right
Just
now?
don't get closer to me than the
You're
giant.
probably
I
That's
didn't
what I'm
let
worried
everyone know
you're at
before I
60
did that.
feet from these guys.
Said
Okay.
stay away from
and I have to stay far away from Thistle.
Stay away from
So
Thistle.
that plan's not going to happen. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to send my spiritual weapon up.
Okay.
And well, you know what? While we're at it, I'm going to do my fucking and we'll split again cuz why not? And I'll
Where do you want the other one?
I'll throw that one certain like closer but like maybe 20 feet back from Thistle.
Okay.
And then get a spiritual weapon up and just go straight for the big guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
what does your spiritual weapon look like right now?
Spiritual weapon. It looks like my staff. So it looks like a wooden like a gnarled tree branch that's like ashy and burnt, and it's like actively also on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool stuff.
Maybe I'll try and sculpt something out of green stuff.
That would be really fun.
And make a custom spiritual weapon for you.
I'm gonna go out and burn a tree and then just see what I find.
And I'll shrink it. And we'll shrink it real small.
22 to hit.
Nice, that hits.
Great. And it's just gonna be a cheeky little 9 damage.
Nice. All right, as it kind of bonks this thing as he looks up, and all right, it is Esper's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna flip over this rock, and as I do, my arm's gonna come out, and a shower of knives is going to shoot out from me. I need 3 intelligence saving throws.
That's the name of my
From
band.
this
You
little
can't
tree.
Shower of
Here's the thing. I don't think this naked little this pig truffler is gonna have very high intelligence. So I'm hoping for some good results.
I mean, all of these fucking giants have -3. So it's 6, 13, and 12 and 13. So that's
None of
okay.
those
Yeah,
succeed.
they all fail.
And
So
I'm
many
gonna
dice
just
for you.
put all of this
You
into.
gotta give us one smart giant.
Those are the singing stars.
Just one who uses thus in sentences.
That's a lot of fours. That's a lot of fours.
Thus, I shall take all your stuff.
24.
Yeah, I don't think
Look at thus.
I think it'd be more like no must, no thus. Like
Just uses it wrong.
exactly.
That is 33 points of damage.
Nice.
And as
Poor little freak.
as the like knives go into him, one of them is going to like hit and scream, and the scream is going to hit the warthog for 3 points of necrotic damage.
Can you
Nice.
drop this as a concentration?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I can drop it at any time.
No, just making sure that when they're all dead, I don't turn on you guys. Because I will.
I'll never forget when you stick that on the wyvern of
So good.
the princess. Oh man.
All right. It is. That's the end of your turn. It is the giant's turn.
I'll do bonus action hide because I have my bonus action.
Sure. So you flip back around the rock.
Maybe not with that.
It's a 13.
Okay, so you sort of hide under
Fall
the
in the
tree.
bush.
You
Damn
jump
it.
on a bush just like I did.
I'm stuck as well.
I need different bush.
All right. It is the giant's turn. It is going to.
Come on, you little freak, what you got?
Bring it.
Truffle sniffer, what do you
You know
got?
what? Everyone
Truffle
has their
Sniffer.
thing, okay? This is his job. He's doing a great job at it. He's having fun with his
How
friends.
great is
We
it?
don't
He
know if
found-
he's doing a great job.
How
And
great is
also,
it?
I
He
can
took
still
his,
judge
he took his
him.
kink and his job, and he made them the same thing.
No,
And how great is that?
you can't yuck someone else's yum, okay?
I'm just saying, he made it a profession.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Dr. Schultz.
Great callback. Great callback.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
All right.
Should
He is
try
going to
call back to things
swing.
we've said on stream.
Beforehand.
He's going to swing his kind of blunt sword.
Hit me.
Blunt sword.
Blunt sword. That's a 14
Just
to
a
hit.
pipe.
That hits. Beats it, beats it.
He's going to swing it again. And that's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Reduce, presumably bludgeoning.
Yeah, these
Yes, it is bludgeoning
damage.
damage.
Yeah.
You got that burning blood?
I'll do that.
That BB?
I got that BB, baby.
Get that BB, baby.
Beer, BB. It's serving.
28 points of bludgeoning damage for the first hit.
Half to 14.
And do you want to roll that damage for the...
Blood.
Burn
You have to
blood.
do a dex save. We'll do this properly this
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it right.
time. Yeah.
Let's do it right.
Oh no.
No, that won't do it. That's an 8.
Yeah, that's a failure.
The hog is
Ew.
nasty.
Oh, it's so
Nasty
Can I
hog.
see the snuffler?
It's on my computer. You can go. Well,
Nasty
you can see it
hog.
after.
Is there a thing that I can
No, but
Google
you'll
the
look at the
image?
stat
No, just
block.
Google.
No, probably not.
Tim drew it.
It's my own creation. It's not.
MS page.
Do you maintain concentration, and what's the damage on that? Damage on the splash damage.
Sorry, I don't have the only spell I have is the burning blood, and
Yeah.
it's not concentration, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You gotta remember because when it
Oh, yeah,
activates,
that's right.
you have to roll a concentration check to
After it
after it
Half,
activates.
so I just have to beat 10. Oh, jeez, I might not beat it.
What was the damage that it did?
I have not rolled that yet. Constitution. I don't. I actually drop it.
Okay.
7
Wait,
points.
Wait. Just want to make sure.
Does Diachon make it so you can't concentrate on spells?
If you're in a rage.
Succeeds a saving throw. I might have been able to silvery barbs that, but I can't.
But
I can't
oh yeah,
turn
can
failure
I
into success.
maintain? I probably can't maintain
Yeah, 'cause it has
concentration
to
on
be
it
lower.
because I am raging.
Yeah, because you are raging.
I just
so-
can't cast. I don't know if you can maintain concentration if you rage.
I
After you
believe
cast.
it's the spell is specific. Does it say you fly into a rage like a barbarian, or does it say you fly into a rage? Because sometimes they
I can look into it. It says you enter a rage, you can't make ranged attacks.
For this one, we'll keep it.
Okay,
but
because
we'll
it
look into
ended
for the
anyway.
next one.
6
Yeah.
points of lightning damage.
Nice. As it kind of crackles off, it looks mad. And the second one,
I'm
I'd
not
already
stoked.
rolled to hit, and
Yeah.
it did hit.
Yeah, I'm not
So
stoked
I'm gonna
either.
roll the damage for that. So that's 25 points of bludgeoning
Alright,
damage.
half to 13.
I dropped it. There it is. All right, and then it
No, I can't roll them.
is
You can't roll them.
the Warthog's turn.
Secret.
They are
Legally
going
distinct from
to.
barbarian rage.
Okay. Yeah, that's
It says
That's-
it goes
we-
berserk.
Wizards of the Coast also sometimes be like, they fly into a rage, and you're like a mechanical rage? And like, no, we're just using a destructive
flavor.
word. Yeah, it's like, bah.
This one is going to run at you and use its trampoline charge for its first
A
one.
trampoline charge?
Trampoline charge.
Boing.
Oh, you're about to get double bounced, my guy.
I'm gonna fry that bacon. That is a.
There's a game where you'd be an egg.
15 to hit.
15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Advantage. Because you're so mad.
Yes.
And I have a really good strength modifier. Oh, just a quick thing. I had 7. I forgot that I was blessed, so I can add a D4 to that con
And you
save.
were down by 1, right?
No, I was down by 3. So
if you roll.
Big money.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
The blood stays up. The blood stays up.
Okay, I won't count it for that second attack.
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
'cause I don't want to go
it's
back.
fine. No, that's
Bless
fine. I
is
just
the hardest spell to remember that you have.
Line, best line.
I've
My
got
best line.
these little things for blessing.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
plus 5. 24.
24.
Save.
Save.
Strength save.
Strength save. Yeah, so yeah, you succeed. And it does bite you.
How much damage was it that I took from it?
I haven't rolled that yet, so I'll roll that right now.
So many rolls.
I know, I'm-
Boys.
No,
Boys
11
and your
points of
dice.
piercing damage.
Half to 6.
Yes.
It's the Thistle.
And
the
you
Thistle,
are
right?
grappled
Oh no.
by
though I
this thing as it bites down on
Yeah.
you. This big warthog.
Even though I succeeded?
The strength check was because it's a trampoline charge to knock
Oh.
you prone.
Ah.
You didn't get knocked prone,
grappled,
but the
right,
bite
right.
just automatically grappled you.
Grappled. Copy.
And then it's going to try to slam you. As it's got you in its mouth, it's going to try to slam you down into the ground.
Do it.
Also, let's roll
The
damage, the lightning damage for that first
You
one.
need to do dex save for me first.
Okay.
There's so many rolls.
Boys.
That's
boys.
9.
9 fails.
Failure.
And 10 points of lightning damage.
Wait, is that everyone in a 10 radius every time he gets
Everyone in a 5-foot radius.
So that's gonna hit the giant as well.
giant as well.
Yeah,
That's
and then
not
I do have to do a con save.
With bless.
The Giants was 17.
That succeeds, so it
Okay.
doesn't take any.
You didn't take any?
It doesn't take any. It's an.
Learned his lesson.
And then my save.
Yeah,
have
I was
to
gonna say,
be
deers? Like,
10.
oh.
Yeah, 22.
God, he's
I
like a-
maintain concentration.
Brutal toxic tar pit.
Yeah.
Because if they try to run away.
And the slam attack was 25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, great.
Holy moly.
Let's do this again.
Is that gonna be more blood?
Blood, baby.
Every time I bleed.
That is 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Have to
As it
6.
slams you onto the ground. You're not prone, but it's just that.
All right, and then I gotta make
Looks.
a con save.
Ragdoll.
That's blessed.
You blessed.
On dex save.
Succeed.
Dex save is only 11.
Fail.
And for the other, and
And
let's get this other hog.
Natural
in.
1.
8 points of lightning damage to both of them.
Okay.
Get the other hog in here.
Yeah, let's do this all over again.
Dice.
The other hog is like, fuck that noise.
I mean,
There's
the
a
illusion's
lot of
right there.
rolls.
Maybe he feels confident.
That was a lot mechanically. I'm gonna stay back.
Yeah. It's gonna run across, and it's gonna try to bite this one. Obviously, doesn't hit.
I love the idea
Um,
of it being like,
and so
dude, I'm gonna
moves
trample
past.
this solid thing and just being like, oh my fuck, and just like straight through it.
And then it's going to. It's also gonna use its.
Is that me it's attacking?
Yes.
Okay, it's very hard. There's a lot of fall.
No, it's gonna use its fierce call. That's gonna be its other action. As it lets out this like horrific kind of like warthog scream, and I need everyone to make a wisdom save.
Different from a Wilhelm scream, it's a
Yeah,
warthog scream.
warthog scream.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom saves.
And then I get what else?
Okay.
I'd like to offer you a 15.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
Oh, I get advantage, right? Because of your thing?
No,
Oh,
check.
bless.
Bless. Bless.
I rolled a
16.
I rolled a natural 1 on the d20 and a natural 1 on the bless for a total of 2.
Natural 2.
And,
Plus your wisdom.
Plus your wizzy.
Yeah, but a natural 1's a natural 1.
That's
right.
Oh, it's,
9.
yeah, it's auto.
9. Okay.
18.
18.
Blackjack.
21. So you fail. You're the only one that fails. You drop whatever you're holding, which is nothing, but you are frightened for a minute.
Of who?
That
Of the
was
other
it.
one.
Of the other one.
Oh, cool.
You can't be frightened in a rage, can you not?
That is
That's a barbarian.
mindless rage.
It's
Okay.
Also not technically a
he
rage.
is
Berserk.
per the wording, and it's not Wizards of the Coast. This is one that Tim found, so he
Yeah.
gave this to me.
The berserk.
It says you go berserk, and then it's like while raging. So this is legally distinct
Right.
Legally
than
distinct
a
from a
berserk
barbarian rage.
barbarian rage.
Legally distinct.
You can be very mad and very scared at the same time.
That is so true.
Usually hand in hand.
That is so true.
Okay,
My whole
it is
job.
Shy's turn. And then we're back to the top of the order.
Okay, great.
Mark's
So there is a warthog right there. I'm gonna flank around, and I'm gonna move into a flank so that I can on the other side of Esper. So I can get that +2.
Get that hog.
So we're
Means
gonna
I
do.
get sneak without having to use bonus action.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna bless and a d20, and this is gonna be +2. We're gonna go for the first one here.
Oh, yeah.
19 plus
Oh, yeah.
7 is
Fuck, yeah.
26.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, get that hog.
No!
It's just what's happening.
One more hand on the
Get the
wheel.
hog.
One hand on the wheel.
I am Sean Dappner.
It's just
You can see.
what's literally happening. This one's not
That's
on
going
me.
to be 8
This one's
points
on
of
God.
damage and a constitution saving throw. Please spend a
From the
focus
hog.
point.
That's 10.
That is a fail, and it is now stunned. So I am going to. I'm going to hit it again. This is with advantage plus bless.
You grab the hog and stun the hog.
Hold on.
Oh, no. Stand on the wheel.
Yes, ending this bit.
That's going to be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay.
Hit the hog.
That's
hell yeah.
10 points of damage. I'm going to spend another focus point for a flurry of blows.
Flurry the hog.
Make
Stop
that
it!
explode.
Stop it, guys! Please, everyone needs to stop.
I'm uncomfortable with the
17
energy in the studio right now.
17 plus 7 is a 24 to hit.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. That's going to be 5 points of damage, and then the last one is going to be that's 20. It's a 23 plus 7 is a 30.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
30 the hog.
That might be our first 30 to hit.
I personally.
Stop. That's
I want to answer that question.
5 points of damage.
Nice. Okay.
And I stay right there near the hog.
Does that take the hog to
Sorry,
completion?
it's +2 to damage as well. So that was 4 hits, so another +8 on top of that.
Nice.
Quit.
Top of what?
On top, it's because flanking is +2 to
top of the
attack
hog.
and
Oh, on
damage.
top of the hog. Yeah.
Mark.
Okay.
You're
It looks like we really got a party on this hog. So Mark, is it needed?
The big freak is looking rough as well.
I'm gonna go like 30 feet diagonally. I want to hopefully get within 30 feet of this second hog that's just going to town on my bear.
Wrestling the bear.
It's really
We all slide.
I would like to move forward for a referendum where we only refer to them as warthogs or pigs.
Grab that. You want to get line of sight on that warty hog.
big squeal, my guy.
No! What? Everyone keep one hand on the wheel.
There's
This
nothing you
is
do to
one
bore.
hand.
That's the truth. This is absolutely what
This is so tame. And
That's
Mark's
what happens when you shift the bar. This becomes tame.
This is the concept of the overtuned window. It's moved very far in one direction.
the overtuned window.
The overtuned window.
Overtuned.
We'll talk about it in chat water.
Come to chat water. It's free for Patreons. Once
What are you
a month.
gonna do?
I'm gonna fucking come around and fucking whip this pig.
Or poor son creature.
I'm trying.
Whip the pig.
Fucking Michael Jordan arm. I'm gonna come around and fucking grab it by its scruff and because I have an extendo arm. It's one of my things.
Everything you said sounded so deeply
He's
sexual.
gonna reach around.
Fuck! I'm gonna fucking get this hog. It's 22 to get the hog. Great. I need it. I need it to try to avoid a grapple check as I try to grab.
Athletics then?
Yeah. Or the other sneaky one. I assume it's a strong hog
what
instead of a
does it
Dexy
say?
hog.
It's definitely a strong hog.
That's not helping.
Pick a hog.
Grapple.
What?
15.
Oh, I
Athletics.
got it! So Mark comes around and he's gonna fucking shoot his arm forward. It goes into this
Go,
that
go,
fucking
extendo arm.
Yeah, it goes into that like gray, like weird fluty thing, and it just fully wraps around this warthog,
Well done.
restraining it and doing
Nice.
3d8 damage as I have cast Dark Bolt, another Tim Carlson special that he said, I think you should have this horrific thing. Great. 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and that's a restrained warthog.
Brilliant.
Well done.
I just got it.
Got that.
Got it there.
Got it. Okay, it is Thistle's turn, and then Miri, you're.
I mean, it's up to you. Who's closer? I guess the warthog.
Yeah, the warthog is currently grappling you.
Okay.
Yeah, like
So I,
touching.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'll attack the warthog.
Got advantage. Because I've restrained it.
They're technically called doedons.
Oh, Dodons, those existed.
Get that
Yeah.
dong.
Nope.
Yeah, they're like, I feel like they're
Get
like
that doughy
early
dong.
tree
Dodons,
warthogs.
Dodons.
Get that?
He said it's called the doughy dong.
Let's go back to hog.
Daedon.
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 Daedon. Prehistoric hogs.
I want to go home. Mom,
That is 27 to hit.
27 hits,
That's where the
maybe.
hearth is.
And
home's where the hog is.
yes, 24. He's come around.
You swore you would destroy this thing.
But now you must become it.
24. So that one hits. The first one is going to be.
It's a silly combo.
Listen,
It's not dangerous, it's just silly.
All I can say is I saw the TikTok unraveling, like unfold before me.
8, 16, 21. 21 points of damage for the bite.
Nice.
And the claws are going to be.
Claw.
The claw.
The claw.
12, 20, 25 points for the claw.
Nice.
And how do you want to kill this thing?
Yay!
So this is the warthog?
The hog, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take the hog in my mouth, and I'm just gonna rip its head off.
Yeah. You just and you just blood sprays across. As you hear the giant.
And I think
Baby.
I think that like the more the blood sort of like pours into like Thistle's fur, the more it sort of like increases his rage. And anyone who gets a glance at him, like it's not even that there's like an animalistic like spark to his eye. It's like there is an enjoyment to the sort of like
the violence.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It is Miri's turn.
Okay.
You're on deck.
Miri's staff is going, like floating spectral staff, spiritual weapon, is going to bash Mr. Big Guy in the head again.
Yeah.
And that will be for 17 to hit.
17 does hit, yes.
Okay, cool.
It hits this naked pig giant.
Just a sweet boy who is out with his dogs.
Canonically, he's a freak.
He's a freak.
The
The freak giant.
Established
8
that.
bludgeoning.
Still
Freak
freak.
at the same time.
Bludgeon.
8 bludgeoning
I don't
damage.
think he
Yep.
is.
And then I'm going to. I've got a hog in front of me, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I'm gonna heat that hog up with some burning hands.
Can you get these burning hands on that hog?
Yeah. So
This is the
Listen,
best last.
if your hog is burning, you should call someone.
They're the cleric. You're the person you can call.
who are you gonna call? The cleric. The cleric's gonna heat up that hog even more.
Burn it out.
I heat the fuck out of that hog.
Purge the hog.
Purge the hog. It's a dex save.
Purge the hog.
It's a dex save.
Dex save.
And then I will sanitize the hog.
That's pretty good. An 18.
That does save, in fact. Yes.
Isn't it
So it's half on
stunned?
success.
Oh, you're right. That one. Yes, it failed. So I think.
Auto fail?
Auto fail on dexterity.
Autofill dex saves?
Yup.
We
I just
love
looked
dex.
it up.
Yeah. So it fails.
Okay, that hog can't move fast enough.
That one is yeah.
The
it's
porcine creature before
Yes,
me right
thank
here.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So it's gonna take 10 fire damage. That's what I do to the hog.
All right. It is Esper's turn.
Great.
Esper's gonna kill it as
How is
fast as he
this
can since it's
this pig-like creature? How is it looking?
It's looking pretty rough.
Okay. And how's the giant looking?
He's also looking pretty bloody.
Yeah, but that one's mine.
Well, we'll see.
Go near Thistle.
I'm going to throw out. I'm going to put one. I'm going to put 2 daggers into the pig, 1 dagger into the giant, but the giant's getting the sneak attack, and the pig is getting the Whales of the Grave.
The giant, that's a 1. And the pig also, that's a 1 and an 8.
Okay, so the giant is going to take.
Silly pig.
Yeah, I can't hex.
That's good.
10, 17 points of piercing and necrotic and psychic damage. But the giant took
the giant?
1, right?
Yeah,
And the
just
pig
1.
took 2, yeah.
Yeah.
17 was to the.
17 to the giant.
Yeah, you see the giant kind of get hit, and he's like, "Ugh!" And you just see blood pour down his face and his eyes as he's barely hanging on, but he looks furious.
Oh, he gets.
Another 17 points of damage to the pig.
17 points to the pig.
2 knives hit the pig.
So what?
The Daedon, a
Daedon?
creature that was found. It was a prehistoric pig-like creature.
A hog, if you will. An old hog.
Are they wrinkled?
Some.
Similar to how the Procoptodon was the ancestor of the kangaroo, the Daedon was the ancestor to modern-day pigs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll have to say if they're wrinkly, because like the soft tissue doesn't.
That's fair enough.
It doesn't.
So it is the giant's turn.
Okay.
And he, you watch as the blood covering his face, as he is truly on his last legs. He is going to recklessly attack you.
Yeah, buddy.
Barbarian.
And the first one is a 27 to hit.
That's gonna just hit.
And the second one.
And it.
Well, I guess we should see if that first one, the splash damage.
Kill him, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the damage happens first before the con save, which is pretty nasty.
I was gonna say I was gonna
nasty
just
little
hold my
imprint.
attacks and let Thistle take it down because I was like, I'm not getting in the way of that.
Take away
That
Thistle's toy.
is
I wasn't going
He's gonna
to.
take that personal.
20 points of bludgeoning damage
Halved.
as he slices across you.
So do I make the con save?
No, you
Oh,
do the,
yeah.
it's
the
the dex
dex
save
save
first.
Yeah.
Whoa! I rolled a 19 on the dice, so it's an 18.
Yeah, that succeeds. I gotta beat a.
He's gonna hit you again.
I know, but I gotta keep concentration.
Concentration.
Yeah.
Hit you to 10,
And he's
yeah.
gonna try to hit you again. And that is a 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. 3d8. That's 26 points of bludgeoning
Half to
damage.
13.
Which means it's a DC 10 Constitution.
And then let's see if he makes another con save.
Dex
that is
save.
or dex save is only a 13.
That is not enough. That is 14 points of lightning damage.
Yeah. How do you sizzle this one?
I think it's one of those things where usually when someone gets hit to the point where they're really taking a battering, because he's only got 6 points of life left, Thistle as a bear, is it's there's a fear or a sort of a backing away, and I think Thistle's leaning into it. There's a smile, a bear smile on his face as he just gets hit, and he's just yeah, okay, bring it. And I think the lightning is sort of coming out of him as he gets hit, and I think he just watches him fall over, and there's it's like a war of attrition.
Yeah, he's just
He's just
and he just collapses forward. I'm gonna have you make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can avoid being.
I don't want to see Thistle in rage form.
This is great combat music, also.
Yeah, it's really good.
Also, the damage
yeah,
chart.
14.
When they take damage, does it change? 14? Yeah, you get partially hit by this thing coming down, so you'll take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's the exact amount that I had left. So you would see basically the giant collapse onto Thistle, and Thistle the bear, and then Thistle the human would.
So you're restrained. You're underneath this thing.
Okay.
But still raging.
Yeah. Just for next time, just double check, because usually with charms and stuff like that, it's usually if you could take damage.
This one currently has no way to break it.
Oh,
Which
that's
is a little
But
busted.
it is concentration, so if it's
concentration.
Mark
Break,
breaks it.
something we may have to think about.
Yeah, you chose this.
The corpse takes a bit of extra lightning damage. The corpse takes lightning damage.
Yeah, it just keeps taking.
Yeah.
And I yell over to Mark, you should drop that now.
The Doedon, it's
Is it
turned-
still
it's
up?
still stunned.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, the
I
other
thought
one
it,
is still
I thought
stunned.
It was still, I thought it was. I thought it was dead. And I apologize.
But it does not have a lot of life left, so by the time we move through the order, we can assume that you would kill it.
Mark drops the concentration, and you are tired after
I
that
think-
fight.
I think there's a moment when you drop it, and you know you've dropped it, and you do not see a change.
Are you still
Like-
there?
No, I'm Thistle.
Uh-huh.
But you still see that look in his eyes and that sort of same franticness to his struggle underneath the giant.
You're like pinned underneath the dragon. Mark just watches real carefully. We'll just see what happens. He's got some stuff, but
I'll walk over.
I think I'm Esper.
And I'll just put a hand on Thistle's shoulder.
I wouldn't even touch this. I would just go to start moving the giant.
I'm not good at lifting things.
as I see that hand going towards Thistle, Mark is just in his own little noodle. He's just gonna ready calm emotions in case.
You just see sort of Thistle, that hand on him. There would be an immediate sort of jerk, and then sort of like a snapping out of it.
You're okay. You did well.
Yes.
Do you need help?
Yes, I'm quite stuck.
You all kind of lift.
Just an old man.
It's enough to roll out.
I offer my
That's
hand down.
not true.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Something I'll just add too is that at the end of these fights where Miri's doubled, after the fight ends, the double would just kind of hang around and kind of like walk around with us for like the next 30 seconds or so before vanishing and kind of shifting back into Miri. I've been in my head at the end of every fight being like, there's 30 seconds of just like a person kind of existing.
Does it do anything?
Just do idle animation.
No, it hangs out. Sometimes Miri might get confused and speak
T-pose.
with the there might be like a bit of but there's it goes into like a video game pose.
I imagine The Sims just like kind of like standing, just getting ready.
Very that.
The eyes just aren't quite lined up.
Is there any? Should we take a look? I don't think he has anything on him. We should keep going.
I'm just gonna. They have like tusks, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Take one tusk from each of them.
Sure.
I just love to, because I just love to. You all right?
Oh, yes. Quite okay. It was good. It was like my younger days.
Yeah, it seemed like it wasn't just once I shut it off, it was still on. Is that worrying for you?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything to be concerned about.
Insight check. It's like a 17. Maybe it's a little more. Yeah, 17. I know my stats. Oh, and guess who's blessed?
It's a skill check.
Fuck you.
Mine is a save, though.
Nope, it's a deception check.
Deception or persuasion, whatever you do.
Oh, okay.
And this is all private. This is just between us.
You see Thistle is a little shaken. Like he's playing it off as though everything's totally fine, but you see there's like a little bit of like uncertainty.
I don't want to push you beyond anywhere you don't want to go or maybe can't come back from.
I have large gaps in my memories. I know I spent a considerable amount of time in bear form before I took my human form. I don't remember much from it, but I do remember that feeling.
Should we do this again? Or, like, do you think that maybe you could find more of yourself through this?
I think it's fine to use again.
Yeah?
If it's helpful and helps us stay alive,
Okay.
then yeah, we try again. And if it becomes an issue, we can talk about it.
Okay. You let me know.
Yes, of course. Of course, Mark.
It was like kind of, look, I don't want to trivialize it, but it was kind of fucking wild.
Yes.
Like in every level of the word.
It was invigorating for sure.
Okay. But it's fine to do.
I think so.
This is not an unhealthy relationship that we're creating.
How could it possibly be?
No, this is good.
This is good.
This is good
Yes,
for both of us.
Yes. It's good.
Yep.
Yes.
Good talk.
So that's 6 or 4 giants left within the herd.
Did you search the giant at all?
I will, yeah.
Guidance.
Yeah, you can make your investigation check.
Thoughtful nod. That's all I can help.
That's fine. It's super helpful.
Feel good.
I'm good at investigation. That's a flirty little 20.
You search the giant, again, not wearing a lot of clothes, in the loincloth. You do find a pouch that has, like,
A sack.
as you open it, it's got quite a strong smell. And as you open it, the smell comes back pretty quick. Like, as you open it, you find, like, 5 of the largest truffles you've ever found before. Like, you've ever seen in your life.
It's truffle time, baby. We got him.
Big ass truffles.
I gotta think like the point
Same
of
brain, baby,
adventure
same
game.
brain.
Where like you get the weird thing off the thing, you're like, what the fuck kind of puzzle am I gonna need these truffles?
Yeah, talk about miss.
Yeah, right.
completely.
That's cooking.
Also a callback to something that we didn't do on stream.
I think seeing that like this is clear, I think we just keep going. We,
Yeah.
like,
You keep going.
it towards
Towards Bjordek. The rest of the day, the kind of sun wears on, and you arrive to the outskirts of the town. Again, in that sort of evening, it isn't quite sunset, but it's getting very close. As you see the kind of large frozen lake expanse, you can make a perception check if you want as you get closer. See what you can see in the village and out on the water. Or the ice, I should say.
fuck.
Oh, dude, that dice fucking
I
does not
know,
want to
I
do
know.
the stuff.
That's a natural one for a 5 plus 6 is an 11. Sorry, guys.
You take a
rounded.
look out. You can see out on the ice with an 11.
No, I'm good.
You can see there are some piles of wood. You can't see much beyond that. They're also in the distance. It's hard to make out, but it looks like there may be some people out on the ice a little ways. And you can see the village. As you come around. Some of the buildings have been destroyed. A number of the buildings are still standing. But it's fairly quiet, and you don't see a lot of light. There's a couple of little spots of light here and there, but you don't really see where it is, and you don't see any giants at the moment.
Is there a town gate?
No, there's no wall around this town. It's all.
This place seems a little more occupied than Yarvik, right?
Yeah.
Yarvik was desolate. There was
Yarvik.
Yeah, no, there's definitely
obviously some
there's some people around. You don't see any giants at the moment.
Is that not suspicious?
Do you want me to...
Almost more suspicious.
don't think this is an opportunity for me to call out to someone. I think we go in quiet and try not to sneak up on anyone, but
Do you want me to poke around?
I think we go together. I don't think we go.
Oh, no, not me physically.
Oh.
God, no.
Weird eye.
I meant with my spooky little
Yeah.
brain parts. Yeah,
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
right.
Yeah. Check this out. I mean, you can't because it's invisible and you can't perceive me doing it, but trust me on this one.
I will, Mark.
Okay.
All right. So as you kind of your eye sort of travels through, you kind of come over the town, and as you do, you see behind one of the larger buildings 2 giants kind of stand up, and they kind of like laugh at each other as they throw 2 rocks out onto the lake. As your eye kind of skates across, you can see people fleeing as the rocks smash through the ice, and that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh, no.
Well, that's that. If we kill these 2, it's 4 or 2 left.
I love that it's 4 or 2. Those are 2 very different fights.
I know.
Just
but
2
listen,
giants or 4 giants.
We have a wonderful little promo from the fantastic folks at WorldAnvil. It's a little 30-second spot before our break. Please type !anvil in the chat to follow our Blackwater partner link. If you've been humming and hawing about whether WorldAnvil is something you'd like to purchase, our Blackwater partner link and the code that is in the little description in the chat will give you a really big discount on a premium subscription. So go check it out. Thank you to the wonderful folks at WorldAnvil for sponsoring this show and this entire month of November. Grab a beverage, grab a snack, and we will see you after the break. Okay, bye. Bye.
Welcome to Altero, a world filled with romance,
Seduction.
danger,
Oh no. Watch out.
intrigue,
What's that about?
night creatures, secrets,
I'll never tell.
and of course, food.
Yummy.
So join us in Altero for Eat, Slay, Love.
Eat, slay, love.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some mess for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch us save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater will roll some dice for you.
Oh, because centaurs are people. Yeah, not enemies.
Whoa.
Centaurs are people. I'm not saying
Centaurs are
anything we don't
people,
know.
dude.
Yeah, it's weird to have to
So
say
you
it.
see these rocks fly out over the water and slam into the ice, and you can see 3 figures kind of like out on the ice as it's cracked around them, as they're kind of waiting to see what happens and trying not to move too much. So, what would you like to do?
How far away are we?
You're still a little ways out from the town. You're kind of like at the edges of the town, so I would say you're at least
And are there people still in the
200
town?
feet. You're not sure? You saw a few lights and stuff like that flickering in some of the houses, but
Pass with that trace on every
a
rock.
lot of the doors on the houses have been smashed.
And that's the tree line right here.
Yeah. Well, it's like
brush?
yeah, it's like brush.
Unless something has changed, are we good to continue with the break plan, or?
I think I can get the people out. I can teleport them out as long as they're.
Why don't we draw their focus on us?
Yeah, go off.
And can we try and sneak up? Do they look like they're similar soldiers? Do they look like some people that we've encountered before?
One looks somewhat similar. You see, similar to Gert, that kind of muscular hill giant physique. And the other looks somewhat muscular, a little bigger bodied. You can see they have a large, almost like a large oaken door on their back.
Whoa.
And you can see hanging from their sort of like belt. You can see they also have kind of reinforced leather around their belly, and hanging from their belt is a what looks like a pretty big net. And they have a spear kind of stuck in the ground next to them as they chucking rocks in.
I would like to sneak as fast as I could with a bonus action dash.
Make a stealth check.
Yes, thank you.
And pass that trace is up now.
Pass that trace is
You
up
have
there.
to run like this.
Naruto style?
Yeah, fully just.
If you're gonna be quiet and run fast,
It's the only way.
it's the only way.
20.
So we're stealthing our way towards them around the edge of the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just try and get a sneak round.
38.
Okay, so yeah, you get pretty sneaky. Is everyone else coming too?
Yep.
We're all
Alright, I'll
coming
have
along.
everybody
I'm not.
make a stealth check.
Nice. That's the number we want.
That's
to
the
see.
number we wanted.
Hey, where is it?
Bad.
This dice? Hey, this number.
That's gonna be 37
Oh yeah.
for me.
7,
19.
19,
15.
15.
23.
With the plus 10s?
Yes.
Rough.
Adam, thank you.
Okay.
The double doinks over here.
No, it's the doing
I'll be sneaking towards the door guy.
Okay.
I'll take the other one.
All right. You managed to sneak fairly close. What side of the rest of you? Where are you going? Mark, Miri, Thistle.
I'm gonna just sort of stay in the middle until they've had their sneaky little attacks.
Okay.
I feel like we're coming from this side for some reason, so I'll be behind. I'll be behind my man Finn.
I will cast Burning Blood and
God.
I will cast Burning Blood and then change.
What is my character's name this campaign?
And Miri, are you on
who?
this side by Shy?
I'll be behind Shy, yeah.
I didn't even recognize it this time. It just like
I caught it.
Yeah.
Who's the rogue?
You managed to turn into a bear. As you get close, Miri, you trip a bit, and you like one of the giants starts to turn around to look. I will let you resolve. You can with your high stealth.
As I was approaching, I would have poisoned my blade.
you two, and then we're gonna roll
Okay.
initiative.
Okay, great.
Actually, we'll roll initiative.
Shy.
No, you can do your thing, and then we'll roll it.
You're hidden, so you get advantage.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that's the whole rogue thing, is just finding ways to be hidden.
That's gonna be a 17 on my man on the left there, Tim.
All right, and this one is the non-armored one.
The non-armored one.
The bruiser, and a 17 does hit.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
22,
22
two-handed
hits as well.
And it needs to make a Constitution save for me.
That's a natural 20 on the second one there. So we're gonna do. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3d6 there.
And I'll put a drop it. Oh, fuck you. I caught it. A hex on the dude that
Hell
I'm
yeah,
stabbing.
6, 6, and 1, plus. Yep, plus 13. That's gonna be plus 8. Is gonna be 21 points of damage, of radiant damage to the unarmored one.
Yep.
Do I get my bonus action as well?
No, it's just an attack.
Got
It's
you.
essentially
Yeah.
like just the kind of surprise attack.
What was the Constitution save?
Yes.
Be bad.
That's a natural 20.
Hey, here we go.
Put those D10 back then.
That's a 25.
He is not poisoned.
Constitute
Middling?
big lad.
Middling.
Big lady.
Yeah, not middling. Shit. 7, 10, 14. 14. That's not right. It's plus 4. 18 points of piercing and piercing damage. All piercing, no spooky.
All right, so as he kind of turns, like you watch him snarl. I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
One of y'all is about to end up in a net. That's all I can tell you.
Fuck. We rolled a stink dice right there.
I rolled a stink dice
You
too.
go here now. You're at the bottom. You're at the bottom of the tier. list.
All right, 25 to 20.
Oh, 21.
21 for Mark. 20 to 15.
19.
19 for Shy. Uh, 15 to 10.
10.
10 for Thistle.
Roll the one that's performing now.
10 to 5.
6.
6.
3.
3.
We don't mind clerics at the bottom of the order.
That's the thing.
I used to hate it as Neppy, but then I
All right,
realized-
Mark, you
You're
are
the goalie.
It's kinda nice.
To catch the
Yeah.
problem.
are up first.
You always last.
Yeah, Mark.
Mine.
We didn't talk about this, but when he went back to his hay area last night, he spent some time visualizing. And for him, what that looks like is casting. Fuck, what did that spell that he got? The one that lets people phantasmal force on himself and like just trying to like visualize what he wants this thing that he's able to manifest to look like. And so he is going to summon an aberration.
Okay.
He's going to really try to focus on like this idea of a hero, this like handsome like warrior, like, kitted out. And he's like, it's crystal clear. I've talked to my artist friend, I know it. And what comes out is different from last time, but it's not good. It is bipedal.
Hey.
Perfect. It's fucking. It like has this like big. It's gonna be on the one with my man Finn
Esper.
Esper.
Vesper, and I want it, but importantly, I want it on the other side. We're gonna flank this guy.
Go one back the alphabet.
Finding. And actually inspired by like its sword arm is like too long, and it has to like use it to like move around. It's like Mark didn't think enough about the other arm, and so it's just like this spindly little like wispy tendril.
It's like a hermit crab.
Yeah, fiddler crab.
Fiddler
yeah.
crab.
And it just like it's supposed to have like gorgeous long like barbarian hair, and it's just weird, too short, thick like rope hair, like a fucking Raggedy Andy, but definitely like body hair. But it's gonna come out. And it looks like it's ready to fight. There's one thing it knows how to do, and it's gonna hurt. And it's gonna.
It's his torture.
It's gonna come out, and this.
This is Henry built wrong.
It's still Johnny built.
Still Johnny built wrong.
This one comes out, and it looks a little more like, oh, I know what's going on now. As it's gonna take 2 swings and try and kick this big guy.
You still think?
Oh, do we get advantage on flanking?
+2.
No.
Just +2. I will try that again. I didn't even look at them. I'm not a cheater. Ooh, that's good. The first one's like an 18 plus a bunch of stuff.
Yep, that hits.
And the 17's a 15 plus a bunch of stuff.
17 to 15 plus one.
The second one, excuse me.
Is it 15 plus?
It's 15 plus my attack modifier, so we're gonna be in the 20s.
Okay, great. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do full math when I roll big numbers. What do you think? I'm crazy? Great, amazing, hell yeah. Yeah, go off. Absolutely. 18. What? No? Yes. 12 plus 3 twice. 18 points. Yes, 18 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Stab.
All right. As it
Slash.
stabs into the kind of like
Does it do
thick
plus 2
leather
on
belt.
damage?
Yes.
Oh, then 22.
I still.
I've never flanked at this table.
I still calculate the damage even though I know it's gonna hit because in my brain I'm like, if it's high enough, Tim will give me more stuff. He doesn't. But in my mind, it's like, if it's a 29, it's better than a 24.
All right, it is this hill giant, the gladiator hill giant. As it turns around, it is going to, it's going to throw its net as it turns around.
You just love restraining me.
Yeah.
Told you you're gonna go in a net.
It's gonna throw it right here, so it should hit both of you.
Oh, you're going in a net together.
I wouldn't have been that
I don't
close,
know if
but
I
you don't have
threw
that
it.
much map, it's fine.
Yeah, no, it'll just go for you two. So that'll be dexterity saving throws from the two of you, please.
We got this,
Get
we're
in
live.
that net.
No, buddy.
Oh yeah, baby! It's 20.
A 20, okay, so you managed to dive out of the way back.
Trust me with that.
As Esper, you get, I assume by your reaction,
It's a nat 1, and then I rolled it. I was like, what would it have been if I'd rolled again? It was a nat 19.
full on
Piece of
hit
shit.
by that,
I get
that net.
I get scroinked up by that net.
Restrained.
Yeah. Constant.
And, it is going to stab down with its spear.
Hey, Tim, it has advantage.
I know.
Yeah.
On you in the net.
I've been restrained all 3 fights that we've had lately.
25 to hit.
Yes.
And then
Freedom of movement.
You should stop getting. Have you thought about getting not restrained?
Yeah.
18 points of piercing damage. And then it's going to spin around with its shield, with its other hand that's free now, and it's going to slam into Johnny.
No.
Not our baby.
He's built wrong. You can't hit him too hard.
That's a 27 to hit.
He's our special boy.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And
There's many
then-
special boys that accompany
And
this
I need him to make a strength saving throw for
Oh,
me.
he's good at these.
Tim, I'm gonna need you to give him plot armor, like right now.
Yeah.
He takes 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and what was the strength throw?
18.
18. Okay, he managed to avoid being knocked prone.
Sorry, how much damage?
12? Yes, 12.
Love that.
But the one with the giant was really bad.
All right.
JBW. That's my boy.
That's my initials.
It is. Yeah, he has that. Okay.
He's inspired by you.
Then the bruiser is
Wait a
gonna.
second.
Or no, it's now it's Shy's turn.
Cool. I am going to come up on this unarmored giant on its. I'm gonna go in the middle here just to try and prevent that one. Yeah. That's fine. In melee with it is fine.
I was gonna say if you don't, it's gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I was in melee with it before. That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna come up on that one on the inside just to prevent it from running over this way. And I am going to attack it.
Do it.
Oh, that's a natural 1 on that one. Rude.
What is happening on this side of the table?
That's better. That
You gotta
is going to
fight
be
Doink
a
style.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
That's going to be 6 points of damage, and I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw as I spend a focus point for a stunning strike.
Doink and doink.
Right. That is a 16.
That just succeeds 1 over. But
Silvery Bobs. Roll it again. Advantage to you.
Fail.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you.
That's a 16 on the dice this time, so that's
What
fine.
are the odds?
That's fine. And I am going to spend a focus
They were
point.
quite
and I am going
constituted.
to do Flurry of Blows. That's going to be just a 12 to hit. No, yeah, 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Okay, and then I'm going to spend one more hit.
As
Nope.
you punch against the flexed muscle, it just does
Fuck
not.
me.
Yes, I think the problem is it's hitting all the other dice that are in your dice.
That's bad.
What's your excuse then, Adam?
Oh, I'm just shit.
You guys
I
keep
feel
your
like you were
distance.
defending me, but also not at
Yeah,
the
keep
same
your
time.
distance from me.
The side of
Oh
the table's
my
getting a
gosh,
little
get out of
lippy.
here. It's so lippy. That is just a 10. So no.
It does not hit.
You guys get it.
So yeah, as you try to hit, it just it manages to kind of you're not able to get enough strength behind it to kind of make a difference.
All right, and so then I stay there.
All right, it is the bruiser's turn. It's gonna swing with its great club first.
That's a me.
Yep. That first one is a 25 to hit.
Absolutely.
All right. Oh yeah. And you have disadvantage on your next attack roll until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
It's a thing they have. It's going to try to hit you with a great club again. That's another 25.
Yep.
And then it's going to try to kick you.
Okay.
Oh, we're back to the kicky guys.
Yeah, that's only a 13.
Absolutely not.
Doesn't manage to kick you.
Which one are you talking to? There's two of us.
Both.
14. It's 19 points of bludgeoning damage for the first one.
Okay.
And the second one is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
So 24
Yeah, with the great clubs.
19, 17.
Batters you around and then
is
tries to give you
34. Yeah, so
a
that's
hefty kick.
minus 34 is.
But does not connect.
24.
Yeah.
All right, it is.
There's a lot of 24s and 34s. This is exactly half and then half.
It is Thistle's turn.
I'm going to go back up my French eye.
Okay.
I'll go around, do the flanky flank.
Yeah, you could probably get there.
Yeah, I got 40.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Yeah. Just a tacky.
Okay.
And it's plus 2 to attack and damage.
Oh, yeah.
And did you cast Burning Blood on yourself?
Oh, yeah. The more you talk, like the more I know combat's coming and you talk before you say initiative, I just keep saying stuff. I'm a bear now, I cast Burning Blood, stack.
Spending your first turn just like doing all of your buffs.
I
is
know,
so annoying.
it's so annoying. That is a 29 to hit.
Yeah.
29 hits.
Do I get special stuff now because it's more?
No.
And that is a 20 on the claws.
Not 20?
No, dirty.
Oh.
I have a plus 10 to hit.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
All right. So the first one is a D8. And
Who's on
six.
Declan?
The Esper.
So
Restrained,
the bite is 21 points of damage for the bite.
Okay.
And then the claws is 18 for the claws.
So much more damage now.
Got that Pizzly bear.
And
Strong.
then that's my turn.
Nice. All right, it is Esper's turn.
I need a rule.
And then you're on deck.
Because I feel like I might have been
Rule,
misinterpreting.
baby.
I feel like I might have been misinterpreting this for years. You don't need advantage on an attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it, which is Johnny. The enemy isn't that enemy, which is Johnny, isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. I was given advantage by Silvery Barbs that cancels the disadvantage. Can I get sneak on this attack? I've always been like, if you've ever had a disadvantage, it like carries forward.
Right.
But the way like advantage and disadvantage interact with each other is fucking weird. So I'm like, I'm just gonna put it in your hands and be like, you get to choose.
I would say because you technically have advantage, there's just something else that's giving you advantage. So I don't know that I don't think that it counts. Yeah, it would just be a flat roll. So I don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't. It cancel. They cancel each other out, and
Yeah.
it's just a flat roll. Can I sneak attack on this then?
No, because you don't have advantage.
No, I don't need advantage
Right.
if there's an enemy within 5 feet.
I don't know with it.
It
with
says
the
you can't get sneak if you have disadvantage, but they're canceling each other out. I'm just like,
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Just because you're
yeah.
restrained, like it to me, it doesn't make.
totally fine.
I think Mark being right behind you would say, I can get you out of there. Be ready to strike.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action. I'm gonna. What do I do as a bonus action? I'm gonna bonus action steady aim,
Nice.
which gives me advantage on my next attack. And then I'm gonna hold my action until I am no longer in this net.
Okay.
And we'll
To attack?
to attack.
Yeah,
Yes,
you got it.
this big guy.
Next time you got to talk on your turn.
Oh,
Just
then I don't say that shit.
No, it's okay.
Figure it
It's
out.
okay. I don't want to. It's okay. But next time, that kind of stuff.
That's
Say it on your turn.
He wasn't in the net on my turn.
Yeah, well, exactly. All right, it is Miri's turn.
Okay. This worked so well for Miri last time. She's going to send up her ball of flame up into the air again this time, and just throw this.
Yeah, as
big
you illuminate the kind of ice, you see there's a number of holes in the ice and like rubble of fishing houses that have been destroyed.
Okay.
As you get a better look at the area.
Amazing.
And you can see there is a centaur, an older dwarven man,
And a woman.
This person looks like a knight, and this person looks like a very powerful wizard. I think they should be helping us.
They look
Very
These-
sleepy.
As we
the
get
ice around them is cracked, and they're like
Yikes.
they're trying not to fall in.
As
It's like
we-
blah blah blah. Their problem.
as we do more giant fights, stuff just gets more and more technical. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's just
totally.
more stuff on top. So it's like I get it. I get why these combats are complicated.
Yeah.
That's it.
Great.
That thing's up in the air, and that's Mary's turn.
Sweet. Okay, Mark feels bad before talking out of turn. And he's going to cast Vortex Warp on his bud.
Sweet.
And you're just gonna phase out of the net. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
teleport you to your same spot.
Yeah, right.
Which, what this looks like is you just become like goo water. The net slips through you,
you
and
solidify?
you reconstitute in the exact same spot.
The hill giant does go. "Ugh."
I realized
when the net's
I
halfway.
didn't need to do steady aim because I had the advantage anyway, but it's fine.
It was a cool choice.
I'm gonna stab. Is there something you want to do on your turn before I stab?
Oh, well, I'm gonna have Johnny Built Wrong do his thing, but that's my action. And
do that at the same time.
You get yours. I don't get advantage while I get 2 attacks. We'll do that.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, did you have a bad time?
Yeah, not great. There's a
that
6 and a 3.
painless.
13 to
Settle
hit.
yourself.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
That's okay. Johnny Built Wrong. It's here for you because he's getting like a 19 and a 24.
The 19. Yep, they both hit. Yep.
Okay, good. Go on, go, Johnny Built Wrong, go. Yeah, fuck. It's just 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And Mark is gonna scoot 30 feet this way. He did what he could for his buddy.
I tried.
That's why there's so much in there, because Nevi's dice had so many.
All right. So it is now the gladiator's turn. It is going to. Yeah, it's going to do that. He's going to use his shield bash first. As he comes around and is going to try to bash you with the shields, Esper.
Yeah.
Quiet grumbling over here.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that fully hits.
Oh, and you weren't doing great from the last fight either, were you?
No, I didn't get hit
And
last
that
fight. I got hit during
is
the first fight.
I understand.
10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Can I use my reaction to
Oh, yeah.
throw fire down?
Historically great at those.
Okay, so it does. You get a beam of fire kind of shoots down, envelops you for a moment, and four of that damage is pulled off of you, and that's a dex save.
Nice.
What color's Esper's fire?
What color is Esper's fire?
Oh, the exact same color as the dice, just
That's
like
an 18 for
that,
this.
like very ephemeral, ghostly blue, which would be like it would be really weird against the like ice. It would be almost the exact same color as the ice.
Cool. So it's so that's a miss. So the beam of fire would go flying off past.
Better, but it's not gonna do anything. That's just an 11 on the strength.
Okay, so you failed by more than 5.
Oh.
So you are also stunned at the start of your next turn as you are knocked prone on top of the net.
The new phantasmal force out of that.
And then the giant is going to use its spear on you.
At advantage.
And that is 21 to hit.
Absolutely, that is. Good night.
Stop.
Good night, my good friends.
Stop. Don't tell that. Don't say that.
6 is 20 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Not good night, but close.
And it's going to take another attack on you.
Oh,
Oh
good
my
night.
god!
Hey, good night,
It gets
guys.
three.
Good
It
night,
gets
everyone.
3.
It gets 3 attacks.
Jesus.
Yeah. This one doesn't fuck around, dude.
He's gonna go visit Finnan.
That's a 24.
Absolutely, I have 6 health. I have 6 health. Like,
Yeah.
There she is.
So that's
downs me.
Yeah, 9, 15. So yeah, as you watch as it, and again with the second one as it comes up, it stabs right into his gut and pulls out as Esper stops moving.
Do I see that happen?
Or
Or am I just occupied at the moment?
You would probably hear it. You would hear him kind of like on All right.
Any dice makers out there want to make a unbalanced natural 20 only die? I'll just between the two of us.
Please, just for this corner of the table, that'd be sweet. We'll share it. It'll be nice.
Sick corner.
All right.
Blank duo is
It
good.
is. It is Shy's turn.
Okay. Can you be nice for a change, please? I am going to keep hitting this one.
Okay.
This giant.
Where is that one? Where did my nice?
You know what I realize is these last few fights, I've
Yes, I do.
pretty much exclusively used 3 steel, and so haven't had to roll.
That is going to
Apparently
be
my dice have turned on me because of this.
14 to hit.
14, I think, just hits.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's going to be 7 points of damage. Second attack is gonna be was that another math is so hard. Yeah, no, that's plus 7. So 13, 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
Flanking.
And that's gonna be 5 points of damage there, as I'm gonna spend another focus point, and I am going to do flurry of blows. This dice has to go away. That is going to be 14 for that one, though.
D20s left?
14 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does hit, yeah.
That's going to be 8 points of damage. That one's grounded.
Doing good.
Fuck me.
Just working through the ensemble. You're out. Take the bricks,
That's what
pal.
this line is
It's
who's
13
been doing well
to
and
hit.
who's been doing poorly.
13 just hits.
Okay, good. And
He's muscular, but he's not wearing a lot.
Punch them.
Just the way I like them.
yeah, I can do this as a second. I'm gonna spend another focus point for stunning strike, please.
Okay.
Cruise control.
That's an 18 on the dice, so 22.
That's fine. And that's just going to be 5 points of damage there. And then I stay there.
Angrily coming to jail. All right, it is the Bruiser's turn.
No, we had too much kissing.
It's gonna go after you, Shy, because you've been beating on it with the clubs. All right, that's a 25 to hit for the first one, and oh, that's not as good. That's a 12 to hit. For
No,
the second one.
no, that does
These
not
are
hit.
One great club. Oh man, I didn't call it, but your attacks should have had disadvantage, or at least the first one. But it's okay.
No, let me.
Here's the thing. She didn't roll above a 6 for any of those attacks.
Right.
She was hitting on rolls of 4 and up.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I feel like disadvantage.
It's fine.
And it was the first attack.
Yeah, just the first one. And you get disadvantage on this.
Okay.
Your next first one.
I will remember this.
That was like
that was also
as
on
well,
me. That's
that was
okay.
like-
It's okay. So that's 15, 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Shy is unconscious.
Oh shit! 2 of them down.
We got the drop on these two too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna kick you into the water.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, onto the ice.
Onto the ice. Yeah. You watch as she.
I fail a death save, don't I?
2.
Okay.
As you slide out onto the ice.
Slides.
All right. It is now Thistle's turn. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep attacking. First one is a 14 to hit.
14 does hit. Yep.
I don't get the +2 anymore either. So.
No.
And a 24 for the second one. So it's the first one's a D8.
Tim, can you just make me sleepy? Thank you so much. And bye-bye.
Do we have diamonds?
15 points for the
bite.
I have 2.
And 21 points for the claws.
As you tear away at its calves.
It's more like its butt. It's getting that butt. And then I would like to use.
That's its total HP.
Oh, amazing.
Thanks.
How do you take that one down?
I think I take its Achilles.
Yeah.
So that it like topples.
Yeah. Is it?
And then I would like to use my movement to get up in front of the other one, if possible.
You get to the like here.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Okay. It is Esper's turn. So if you want to come.
You got this.
Doom. You're bringing your own die. That's brave.
No, I know. No effectual reactions.
Okay. All right. It is Miri's turn.
Okay, how far am I from Shy right now?
You were probably, I would say, 40 feet.
Okay. I am going to move. I'm going to move kind of forward, almost to halfway in between Shy and Esper, like a little bit further back than that, still kind of off the beach, and I'm going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level on Shy.
Okay.
So that's 7 points of healing.
I've got a level of exhaustion.
And I'm going to pop my duplicate down dead in front of this other big guy, in between Esper and him.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right. All right. It is back to the top of the order. Mark.
Johnny Built Wrong acts immediately after I do. I know it's constitute as all heck, but I really want to try something. Would it make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
But can you fail it, please?
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Pretty hard
Do
to.
you want to use one of Adam or?
Yeah, you want to use one of my stink dice?
I did roll very poorly. That is only a 10. He has a +8 to his con.
Jesus.
I had a feeling he would.
That, but I rolled a 2.
When you described this ice, you described there are big cracks and, in fact, holes in the ice. I can vortex a target to an unoccupied space within range, must be a surface or in a liquid that can support it without squeezing. Could I just plop this heavily armored giant in the frozen ice?
Where on the ice?
Like in a hole.
In the hole the furthest away from these people. Okay. Like, I want it in the water already.
Okay. So you, as it like pops out, and a little ways out into the lake, probably about 80 feet.
I can send it up to 180.
Yeah, it's probably the closest hole is probably about 80 feet away.
I want the furthest hole.
No, like that's
yeah.
where the hole
best,
is.
the best
hole. Beyond from the shoreline, because they were mostly focused in here, and then some of the farther things. So about 80 feet away, and you watch as there's a big splash of water.
Does it start to sink?
It's kind of scrambles to see it. I'm gonna roll a check to see if it can grab onto the sides of the ice. It seems to get its arms out on the sides of the ice. It's pretty thick ice, but it's holding there.
I say to Johnny, get him. And Johnny Built Wrong is going to take a curvicle. It doesn't want to run right past this dwarven wizard or whatever.
Yeah.
But Johnny Built Wrong is just going to
start running in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna take care of
What's
business.
its movement? What's its movement speed?
40, I think.
Oh, so 80 feet out?
80 feet, but it kind of has to come
Yeah,
around.
exactly. Yeah.
So
It's all right.
It'll take another.
30. It's 30.
Yeah, so it'll take one more round to get actually over.
Totally
the hole,
fine
full
for
movement
Johnny Built
and
Wrong.
dash.
And that's me. I feel really good about that.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, you
that was
should.
great.
Bye.
It is the gladiator's turn.
He's
gonna-
getting that sweet, sweet cold damage. Or?
He does get a little bit of cold damage. Yep. He takes. Actually, he has to make a con save to see if he gets cold damage. That was better.
He's built for
so he gets a little bit less cold damage.
A lot of
As he. Yeah, he's gonna pull himself out of the water. Let me check on this. Yeah, I'm gonna check to pull himself out. A natural 20. So yeah, he just pulls himself out of the water, and I'll say, I'll say that's his action to pull himself out of the water, even though he did get a nat 20. And if it was one of you, I probably
okay,
would've let him. But no, it's fine. He uses his thing to get out of the water.
He also is wearing a big door, which historically is the way you survive ice cold.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But
Only for one
if you
person.
vortex for both of them, one of them would have died.
Yeah.
All right, it is
Them's the rules.
Shy's turn.
I'm awake. I am going to take half of my movement to stand up. I'm going to look to Miri. Help him, Miri, please. And I am going to turn and I'm going to, as safely as I can, start putting myself between the people on the, I don't want the giant to come at them.
Okay.
If I have to take a...
Okay.
And if I have to do a round to do it, I'm happy to use a bonus action of Step of the Wind to use my movement. I like to use my movement and Step of the Wind to get around.
Okay.
And then I am going
You
to...
only have half movement on your first.
I understand, and I have 45 feet.
Still 60 feet.
Yeah. It's 60 feet to get wherever I need to go. And then I'm going to spend an action using my blue dragon hide belt to regain key points. Or regain focus points.
I will have you make a dexterity saving throw.
'Kay.
To see if you can stay up on the ice, as it's fairly slippy and there's lots of cracks.
It's quite sleepy and there's lots of cracks.
Cracks in this area.
Fuck!
Stop listening to me, I guess.
Quite
What it is I'm
11.
cursed.
It's an
and
11.
I'm cursed and you're getting.
But I am still going to use my action. To,
Oh yeah, you get there and literally as you come to a stop, you fall on.
Okay, that's fine. And I'm going to...
quite hilarious.
I can sit over there, gang. We can use this camera to look over occasionally.
And I only regain 1 back. It's this.
No.
Nope.
Not in your
Y'all like
favor.
punch a leprechaun or
No,
something?
I think it's me.
Thistle,
I
you're
think it's
up.
me. Every
Hey.
dice that I've chosen.
How far is he now?
He's 80 feet from the shore.
80 feet from the shore. I have 40 feet of movement. I am going to move straight between the people.
Oh no.
He is half polar bear, so.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about the centaur. Doesn't matter. I can't talk my turn.
Oh yeah, hooves on ice probably isn't the great thing, is it?
Also,
I got claws. I'm going to use them to stabilize.
Yeah.
I don't like the way you're looking at me.
Basted.
About here, probably.
Yeah, and I want
Are you
to...
using your full movement and action to do that?
No, I want to hold my turn. Now, Tim, I can't tell because I'm not physically there, but does the ice look stable enough to support both of our weights?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
You've already started running out.
That's fair. I discovered it as I get there. I want to hold my action for if he gets within 15 feet of me.
Okay. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
The centaur and the woman are also going to make dexterity saving throws.
oh no. Oh, that's fine. We can do something.
11.
11. Okay, all three of you, with the added weight, break through the ice and fall into the water. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Such bad rolls. That's fine.
That one's grounded. Grounded.
14.
14. Okay, that's a failure. So you take a few things happen.
Yeah. I'm resistant to cold.
That's good. You take it would be 6 points of cold damage, so it's down to 3. But you watch as the centaur falls in. He starts he's an older. You can tell he's a bit older, and he's like, and he immediately loses his breath with the amount of cold that it is, and he starts to drown. The woman is able to keep her head above. She takes some damage, but she's like, and she's like, you can see she's kind of struggling with the cold. The cold hits you as well, and even though you're resistant to it, you're not expecting how cold it is, and you do lose your breath. So you plunge into the water, and you have no breath. So you can survive a number of rounds equal to your con mod.
I can't come back to the top.
You have to swim back up.
Oh,
so you
okay,
do
yeah.
drop down a little ways. You're about 30 feet down, and you feel your paws on the sand underneath the silt.
You did say you wanted to go in the lake.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And
You got what you wished
I
for.
got what I wished for.
Yeah.
Manifestation is real, team.
Yeah, I am holding my action for if he gets within 15 feet of me.
All right. It
I
is.
respect the I just dash back to the top. It's just like no. This guy comes in this water.
Tip them down. So this one is under the water as well, and she is
have
just
a head
holding
turn.
up at the top of the water. And you can see
How deep is the
underwater.
water?
Right where you are, it's about 30 feet.
Okay.
Steep drop off, my goodness.
Yeah. It is Esper's turn. If you want to come.
Yes, sir.
We didn't get it. Oh, fuck.
No, Miri goes
No.
after.
No nat ones, presumably.
We don't know.
You don't
All
say
right.
if you die?
It would have had to be
It
a
is-
failure and a nat one.
Miri's turn.
Okay.
It wasn't the worst case scenario.
Miri's gonna run to Esper.
Okay.
There's also the thing where
And
nobody's actually
cast Healing Word for 7. Okay.
I'm up.
You're back?
You're right. We
Great.
don't see him die.
I think that's something that we can talk about this at Chatwater, but it's like unless somebody actually checks if they're
You don't
alive,
know if
we
they're
don't
dead.
know.
We just keep going, roll and pretend.
The only result behind that screen that we can immediately share is a nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the double is going to run out onto the ice.
Okay.
I don't. Oh wait, it would because you'd pop up immediately.
Yeah.
About there. And the ice doesn't move. All right. It's back to the top of the order, Mark.
Mark is going to run out to the edge of the beach, and he is going to try. I doubt the horse is going to be able to really listen to this.
I'm only putting you here because I know you're.
The centaur?
Centaur, excuse me.
It is underwater.
Horses are not people. I can't see?
You cannot see it.
Well, I'm not going out on the water. I'll shout to the human.
Yeah, you can see the woman swimming at the top.
And I'll shout, this is going to be super weird, but I'm here to help. And I don't know if that'll work, but I'm going to cast Vortex Warp.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I love that. I am actually just okay at those.
Jump.
14.
Okay.
And she may choose to fail a Constitution saving throw as a very unpleasant feeling goes over her body.
And she does accept it because she's in
Becomes one with the
a
water.
very tough spot. And where do you put her?
I would love to put her right beside me. I'll just put her right there. You okay?
You have to get Dennis.
Which one?
Dennis.
Why would I know them by name?
The one in the water.
Well, look, one thing at a time. All right, we're gonna take the win. And Johnny Built Wrong, I think, can make it to Oak Door Dennis. He's
I'm gonna move it a bit closer.
Yeah.
With does it? The ice isn't cracked around.
It's thicker out here.
Right.
It's definitely thicker out here, but it hasn't also moved. It just got out of the ice, so it's standing on the thing. But yeah, there is not as much
Crackage.
Yeah, crackage out there.
It gets 2 attacks. Could I make a attack and then a push attempt?
You can try to make a shove attack. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to do a regular claw attack.
Claw.
Which is plus 8, 19 to hit.
That does hit.
That's great. We'll do a little bit of.
I would say the shove attack is probably. It's probably a contested athletics check, essentially.
We got this.
That's not amazing, but y'all know me. I love putting people in holes. So it's going to be 10 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Yeah, let's roll these bones. I only get a +3 to this, but I really love pushing people in holes. Here we go. Here's mine. That's an 8.
21.
Yeah.
He goes to push and uses the small arm.
He goes to push, and the fact that he doesn't have bones. Just, it's like seals. How their heads can kind of go into their necks.
All right.
He's never tried to push anything before. He's a little baby.
Baby.
He's just learning his own body.
All right. It is.
It's different every time. It's very confusing.
Shy's turn.
No, it's the gladiator's turn.
Right.
First. It is going to Just stay where it is. Hit. Yeah. Yep. It's gonna use its spear on you, Mark.
On me?
Yeah.
Why? Me? What have I done?
See
to
you
it?
on the shore.
There's 1,000 people between me and it. There's Miri, there's a bear,
That's not Miri.
A bear?
So
there is a Miri. That is a Miri.
They're underwater.
No, that's a Miri.
No, I know this is, but they are underwater. All right, it'll throw the first
I'm just
one.
a well-dressed, squishy boy who's done nothing to
Miri's
it.
double. And it's a natural 20 on Miri's double.
But would it break the ice?
It absolutely does break the ice, and you watch as this dwarven man falls into the water. And he succeeds on his con save, so he's swimming. And none of you are close enough to see what happens.
What?
Well, none of you are. He's at the top of the water. Mark's all the way on the shore.
Sure.
He does something cool, but we don't get to know.
You're not going to see.
Fuck that dwarven dude is sack.
And then he's going to throw one at you, because now there's nobody on the island.
Yeah, that's fair. And he realized that was an illusion.
All right, that is a 26 to hit.
Just a little.
I'm just gonna try for it. No, silvery bobs, no thank you. I don't want that.
That's a little less. It's a 13.
It's a lot less.
Beats it.
Yeah,
Which
beats
means
it.
I beat the rock.
You get hit
Bet by it.
with a spear.
Oh no!
And you take...
Is this a restrained pin to the
The
ground?
good news is if you go through this ice, you're only getting your boots wet.
That's
Nice. Thank you. You will harpoon the living memory.
16 points of piercing damage for the first spear.
Oh, the first spear.
Yeah, he gets to throw one more spear.
Oh, I don't like
Does he
that.
get water on him?
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, boner.
Jim, actually, can we switch dive
Johnny
here?
Bill Ron
Check
is
this
very
out.
much alive.
Check this out. This has been bad to
You
me.
can have all of those.
A lot of dice.
That's right, they're doing a great job.
3 plus 6 is 29 points of piercing damage.
5 of that damage is reflected back at it.
Okay.
Love that.
Well, yeah, it's a dex save, right?
Dex save.
Is the flames purple?
Does it work because he's far away?
It's above Mark. It's within
Right,
range of
okay.
Mark, which is what matters. I don't know how far the
splash.
Are you out?
I don't
Wait.
know how far the splash. It just says the creature that caused the.
It was 29,
Yeah.
You failed his dex save, so you
reduced by 5.
24.
24 plus 16 is how many?
40. Mark's out.
That's marked out, and so is my dear boy.
The wording is
the
the
big
creature
boy.
that made.
Yeah, no, that's
caused
fine.
the
You
damage.
failed the dex save
Yeah.
as it
So Johnny goes
shoots across the ice.
That's
Great.
been.
And it
that's
hits him.
been
So 5
Shy,
fire damage.
Esper and Mark have gone down despite.
And Johnny built wrong.
2 fucking giants, dude.
No, this is a stronger one.
This one's
This
really.
one's
and
built
we've been rolling
different.
really poorly. We've been rolling
Yeah,
really
yeah.
poorly.
Johnny built better.
Built better than Mark. Yeah, you watch as the spear connects right through Mark's chest as he falls back.
Thistle's having a little bath.
All right. It is Shy's turn.
Okay. How far is it between where I am and the hole? Where Thistle and the centaur have gone through the ice?
I would say 15 feet.
Fantastic. I am going to stand up. I am going to use the half of my movement to get to the edge of the hole. Am I 30 feet from the giant at this point?
The giant's a little bit farther than that, I would say, because they got out 30 feet, so the giant's 50 feet.
It's 50 feet from me?
Or no, they got 40 feet
Yeah,
out.
40.
So they're 40 feet. It's 40 feet that way, yeah.
Okay, then would I use whatever movement I can? I want to put myself as close to the hole as possible, but I also need to be within 30 feet of the giant.
Okay, so you have to go there.
Great. And we are going to do 4 bioluminescent bolts at this giant.
Those attacks.
Man, giants are nasty. And not just because they stink like
Yeah,
things.
okay, that's a 21.
There we go.
They
We got it when
small.
it matters.
Hold on, let's not celebrate yet.
No, I'm gonna celebrate. No, he's dead.
That's a 17.
Yeah.
It's going to use its parry. It does have a reaction. It's going to use its parry as it brings the shield around and blasts off.
So that first damage
Gets it on one, I think.
is that's going to be 6 points of damage for the first one. I am going to spend a flurry. I'm going to spend another focus point for flurry of blows again. That's gonna be a 13.
13 does not hit.
That's a 21.
There it is.
That's 5 points of damage.
Nice.
Do I have any movement left?
I don't think
think
so,
so.
because you used to have your move to get up, and then another.
Then I stay there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It is Thistle's turn.
Yes. Is the centaurs like just thrashing around?
Yes, they are not looking great. As they have also lost their air. You do take a bit of cold damage because you're starting in the water. That's 9 points of cold damage. Halved.
Yes. Would it require an action to help the centaur?
Yes.
All right, I will do that. I will try and. I am a growler bear, so I have a swim speed of 30.
Great.
I will try and swim underneath.
Yep.
And push him up.
Yeah, I will have you make an athletics check.
All right.
As a growler bear, so you can add your.
It's +5. And
Does
I'm
he get
sure
advantage for
proficient.
being a little swimmy bear?
It won't slow to push him up. It won't slow. You can use your full movement,
+5.
basically.
It's a +5, and then I add my proficiency bonus, or
I would say a growler bear would probably be proficient in athletics. I'm
I don't
assuming.
have.
It says if it's proficient.
Nah, it's just a
Your
straight
skills,
+5.
just perception.
plus 5.
So then just
So
+5.
+5.
Yeah, if you Thistle had it, then I would maybe.
That's not great. 9.
Okay, so you get underneath it, and I will say with a 9, you're able to push it halfway. You're
right.
not able to get it the full. Just it's
Do I have
weight,
enough
and it
to get
is
do I have enough
thrashing
to-
around.
Do I have enough to get its head above water at least?
Not yet.
All right.
You're still 15 feet underwater.
But depending on how many rounds it has
Ooh,
underwater.
can I make a rather strange question? I have my dragon thing activated, which gives me the ability to do things from 15 feet away.
Eldritch Ball.
Does that help in any way?
I don't.
I think you have to come up with the idea. It's like, DM,
Can I wait? Because doesn't it?
Is that something?
It does. I will allow you to make an Arcana check.
Okay. Cool DM.
Tim's a cool DM.
Very cool DM.
It's a tactical and complicated fight, Tim. This is a great fight, Tim.
That's a natural 20.
Hey!
Yeah.
You are able to push the creature. You still are 15 feet under the
and
water,
then I,
but
like,
you are able to kind of like extend your reach as these bear claws, these kind of spectral bear claws, push this thing out as it comes through the water. And
All right. I'm holding
big
it
breath.
because I'm assuming it's not climbed out yet. It's just,
yeah, it's like
it's just above.
Held
kinda
above the water.
yeah. All right. The villagers act on right after you.
Now
So
get
I
out.
pulled that cleric out of the water.
It does manage to scramble out of the water.
Yay!
Hey.
The dwarf does not is still in the water. Takes a
but
bit of damage.
Is above, at least.
But yeah, it is above. The centaur's looking pretty rough, but it's sort of splayed out on the ice that's there.
Perfect.
Afraid to move. All right. It is.
And the healer that I pulled out of the water, what's she doing?
the
She
cleric.
is.
20th
She
level
looks
cleric?
relieved that Deneth is out of the water.
That's good.
That's all she's doing.
And there's health potions on her person.
She
You
looks-
described them vividly.
Pretty old. Now that you got a good look at her.
A good
I am
potion seller.
Like a good potion making age.
I'm gonna walk to the shoreline,
Yeah.
and as I walk over, I'm gonna look over at Mark.
Just
and
canning in their spare time.
I think at this point, just like having been knocked down, there's like moving, as if he was wearing mascara and has been crying, but it's just ephemeral blue, just moving on his face like tear stains. As he looks down and goes, "Get up!" And I'm gonna cast Healing Word
Pull the spear out. Heal the wound.
for a 7 points of life,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to take a disadvantaged long bomb shot at this dude with the autocross. Feel like it's not going to be great, but hey, yeah, that's a 10.
not hit.
We tried.
It's shot.
Hey, I'm alive, and I'm stoked.
That would have been a 1. All right.
We don't joke about
It
those things.
is Miri's turn.
Fucking hell.
Healing for
Cool. I'm going to. I'm gonna run out onto the ice.
Okay.
Stop going on the ice. I'm gonna like.
Put more people on the
Yeah.
ice.
Okay. Cool. And I will.
Yep. At the end, you can make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 12.
You fall on your butt.
Great. Cool.
You can take your action first.
Sure.
And then you follow that.
And then I fall on my butt.
Cool. I will. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on Big Boy.
Okay.
Big boy.
Dex save.
It's safe.
Dex. Oh, yes, it is. Dex
Save or
save.
suck.
That is a 15.
Means he beats it.
Stop rolling well.
Yeah, fucking hell. Okay, that's it.
I got all the lat.
A couple
And I
of
rolled
ones in a row.
That's
Banana
okay.
peel
That's
slip
okay.
and
We're
fall.
doing okay. We're doing okay.
I've had a number of nat ones. All those intelligence saves.
Yeah, but they had a negative
Failed
17
miserably
to
on all
them.
of them. All right, it is back to the top of the order. Mark.
Fuck. Yeah, right on. Absolutely. Mark, get up. No. I'm going to stay and play dead. And I can see that little dwarf.
Yes, you can.
But the order, I'm just going to say, uppy zuppy. And I'm going to cast Levitate.
Okay.
But now they can't resist this
Yeah, he's
feeling.
gonna resist this because he doesn't know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, I'm not going to shout. I don't want the giant to know. I think it's a dex.
Dex save, that's only an 11, so you do watch.
Sorry, it's a constitution. And I know
Constitution
it's a
save.
dwarf.
Okay, that's a 14.
That's still not good enough.
Okay.
Uppies, uppies.
He doesn't make any noise.
Yeah.
But he is kind of.
He's floating 20 feet above the water.
But he's floating in the air. Great.
Okay.
Moving target.
Mark. Hey.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
He's out, you know?
I would have stood in front of Mark, so if a boulder comes, it's going to hit me.
There's no boulders out there to throw.
It looks to me like Mark could probably crawl behind the body of that giant.
Yeah.
I like to imagine you do it on your backside.
15 feet?
Yeah, you can get about there.
And I'm gonna to the old woman who doesn't have alchemical supplies, I'm gonna say, hey, come hide behind this giant.
I'm not a coward.
It's tactical. Why are you being a dick about this? I just died. Standing next to you. You're being weirdly brave for someone who didn't do anything about that.
You're embarrassing yourself.
I'm embarrassing myself.
It's just
What's your fucking deal? I say, like, hanging over the forearm of this
A little drip of blood slowly on your face from the giant.
A big hole in your chest from the spear.
All right, it is.
Why, you're choosing a hill to die on. You're not even doing anything. Is it just your time? Is this part of your culture or something?
Stop talking to me.
No!
Oh shit, we've interrupted the Etishdu.
I just brought you. You owe me a life debt. I got you out of the water.
What the fuck is happening?
Mark's having a crisis.
All right.
She's the crisis.
God.
It's the
about
giant's
giant?
turn. Please tell me what's
Saving
going to happen.
every.
The giant is going to.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah, he's gonna walk towards you, Shy. Very carefully.
Don't fall, Tim.
It's okay.
Don't fall it through the ice.
He's running out of spears.
Fall through the ice.
That's a 16, so yes, he's able to walk towards you.
Okay, twinkle toes.
I thought you were going to say 16.
He doesn't
I
fall
was
through.
gonna say, no.
He's so heavy.
No, it doesn't.
Well, like I said, the ice is thicker out here, but it's
Yeah,
thinner in
thick.
here. So he
You-
does
you
manage
push
to.
for this big point.
As he gets up pretty close to you,
Okay.
he is going to use his shield to try to bash you.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
That means it beats it.
Okay. That's
No, I'm gonna try to fucking
okay.
How
Reroll
far
that.
is Silvery Barb?
60 feet.
Is it that's over 60
it's
feet?
over.
No,
It's
because
like
that's 40. I would say that's.
No, it's like
It's up to Tim.
He was 80 feet out from the shoreline.
Oh yeah, no, because
Yeah.
Shy moved to 50 feet. Ooh, that's right at the edge. I mean,
It looks like it's 60 feet to me.
Yeah, I think it's right on the edge of 60 feet.
Yeah.
Because I think because Thistle's the 40 feet mark,
Yeah.
which I feel, yeah.
And Shy's 10 feet. Yeah.
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 I'll allow it.
I'm not trying to cheat.
You need to gavel.
That's only
this wouldn't happen if theory.
A 14.
The same.
That does not hit.
okay. So it does not hit.
Thank you.
Oh.
And I'll give you advantage.
Thank you.
All right. It's going to try to bash you again with its shield.
Okay.
That one is a 20 to hit.
Yes.
6 is 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I'm gonna,
Oh.
I'm gonna rip 4 of that off back at him.
Okay.
I'm still out.
Beans.
That's an 18 for the deck save.
18 beats it. He gets away. And that
so you watch-
exhausts the.
Yeah, as he smashes down, the ice does crack.
Fucking hell.
And then he's going to. No, he's not going to smash it down again.
Quietest coward from M for those at home.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the mics picked that up.
I feel like that slipped out of Shy's lips.
Yeah, as she
As she
went
went
unconscious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as she's like
Going
losing
to-
consciousness. Coward.
She goes in the water. She ain't still breathing.
Yes, I
It's
can.
very cold though.
I have resistance to cold damage as a trait.
But every time you take damage, you lose an save.
Yeah, but not immunity.
Yeah.
Is it 1? You lose 2 saves.
1. No, 2 is
If it's a melee.
He's going to throw a spear at the floating dwarf.
Fuck!
That is it's a target begging for us.
Yeah.
Fully, you've just gone, pull!
18 to hit. So
Oh, look at all that plate armor that dwarf is wearing.
Yeah,
And it's got that shield that you mentioned earlier.
No, it would have sunk so much earlier, so no.
He had a
The
shield
dwarf-
and he didn't sink.
The dwarf doesn't have a shield.
Yeah, he's got
Probably-
plate armor and a shield.
I'm
and he
sure
casts
the
Shield of
dwarf-
Faith and also has access to the shield spell.
Yeah.
He's what, 27 right now?
16. You watch as the dwarf gets speared in the side and he's like, oh.
Is he unconscious?
Not quite. But he's on the edge.
Named NPC?
All right. It is Shy's turn.
That's a death save for me.
Yes, it is.
At advantage.
That's right.
True.
You have exhaustion, so wouldn't it? Oh no, that's saving.
No,
Level
that's
2,
saving
my
throw,
use,
yeah.
my speed is
Yeah,
halved.
Yeah.
Make your roll.
What up? I'm a support
Use
sorcerer.
Tim's dice.
No,
I'm not even.
They're rolling.
Okay.
no, that's not. That doesn't feel right.
Yeah,
I mean, shy die.
you're right.
Shot eye.
Advantage though?
Advantage.
You need a second.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It is Thistle's turn.
Yes, it is. All right. If Shy goes in the water, how bad is that?
That's very bad.
Is that very bad?
That's extremely bad.
3 turns till death, maybe 2.
If I was to make the giant go into the water,
Damn it.
what is the likelihood that she would go as well?
Pretty high.
Pretty high.
He went right there.
I know, but it was going to be
Save the
It was going to be
centaur.
so cool. The centaur is saved. He's out of the ice.
Oh,
This
that's
has
right.
done a
Yeah,
great
yeah,
job.
yeah.
That centaur.
I was going to do something so cool.
Then do
So
what your cool thing
No,
is.
I don't want you to fall in the water.
I mean, if the cool thing kills the giant, we have 3 turns to figure it out.
Oh, that's great. Then
2
I'm
turns
going
to
to do
figure
the
that
cool
out,
thing.
probably.
How fucked up is the giant looking?
It's hurt. Yeah, it's hurt.
There, Death saving throw.
All right.
Right, close enough.
I'm scared of water.
Yeah, you should be of this water. I'm gonna swim under the ice, and I'm gonna come up through the hole that he fell
Nice.
into.
That's way back. He moved forward.
Yeah, that was.
That hole was at 80 feet.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was
so it's
40
20
feet
feet
from
back.
where we are now.
Yes.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
You could attack.
I guess I'll just climb out. I wanted to drag him through the ice, but I don't want her to fall in. I'll climb out.
Okay.
That's an action, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh, darn it!
It's a
Athletics
hard
check.
fight. This is a hard.
This is a really hard fight.
It is good. This is good.
Especially because you put the giant out on the ice.
I thought
Yeah,
that
we
would
did
be a sure thing that it'd be dead.
I
Because
thought it was good. It was really cool.
Yeah,
I
I
was,
was-
it was
That was a
genuinely,
smart move.
it was genuinely
you
cool.
described it as covered in armor.
Athletics.
Yeah, they're strong. And ice is thick.
14.
Such a
14
Get out?
to get out.
Yeah, to get out.
You just managed to kind of scramble up.
You want to put me unconscious there, Tim, too, while you're out there.
just wanted to get him away from Esper's death.
And I'm just gonna roar at him. Just try and draw his ire.
All right.
And that's my turn. That's all I can do.
All right. It's Esper's turn.
The villagers don't do anything?
Well, that one's floating. Yeah, Deneth is gonna stand up.
Get it, Dennis.
Does Deneth want to try to make it to the shore?
Go,
Yeah,
Dennis.
is
go, Dennis, go.
nervous.
Kenneth, get yourself
is
out of
fucking
this.
Get out of here,
nervous. Okay, that's pretty good.
Come on, Dennis.
Yeah, did it.
Dennis kind of
Dennis the man. Damn it.
That's definitely manages to get to the shore.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Love this for
The
Dennis.
16, so 17 for Dennis. Old Dennis gets to the shore. The dwarf is levitating, gets the spear out of its body, throws it down, and she's just there watching. She moves over to where Dennis.
She just keeps heckling.
Right, and she's like.
She's saying if I slip at the end of my turn, correct?
Yes, that's
Okay.
what you've seen so far.
I
Friends will do a thing and then fall down.
I will move forward,
Okay.
and at this point, that like fire that went on me just before I went down has like reignited that like blue ephemeral fire as like
far do you
driplets
go?
of the ephemeral within 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to look over and be like, "You will not take any of them from me," and I'm gonna healing word you. That's 8 points of healing. And I'm going to shoot this guy, not disadvantaged. This has been my most consistent.
Oh my god, that was a natural 20 for so long!
It's a 9.
A 9. It unfortunately does not hit.
It's okay.
As
Got
he,
me
like,
up.
And then
again,
I potentially
just
slip.
bounces off the thick leather armor.
What do I need? Is it deck save?
Deck save, yes.
I'm so mad. I've rolled like 18 twos this session.
Lives up
There's an 8 total.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you fall on your butt.
On your boot.
Fuck!
You hear the giant laugh.
There's a lot of people laying down up here.
Dice?
You know what?
hate me right now.
You know what?
Miri's having a nap. Shy's having a nap.
Right, it is
Shy's awake.
Yuri's turn, and Mark, you're on deck.
Yeah.
Fit in two's having a nap.
Fucking hell, man.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Okay.
You have flame strike, right? It's like a 7th level.
I fucking wish. Okay, so Miri is going to use half her movement to get up. And then
Yeah, slip and slide.
yeah, fucking slip and slide shit.
That was like me a couple fights ago.
I am
These two went out
going
fighting.
to I'm gonna cast Healing Word onto Shy
'Kay.
As well.
Alright.
Yeah. So from my double.
It's 30 feet or 60 feet for healing word.
60 feet. For
Okay, then yeah. I guess
I should be fine in range from the double.
60.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's eight
Fuck.
healing. And then I'm gonna rip another Sacred Flame. So a dex save.
Just rip it for it.
You're not gonna rip it. That's only a 9.
That's
Does
gonna
it,
fail.
does it.
Great.
Is this giant looking rough at all?
No.
Or?
No, he hasn't been hit a ton. Like, you hit him a bunch and then
So
you
that's-
teleported him away.
10 radiant damage.
And now it's really been the cold that's been getting us.
He's
Yeah.
real wet.
He's
though.
wet.
We made him
Definitely
wet.
wet.
Cool.
Wet.
And I will use my remaining movement to get. I'm gonna get in between him and the floater.
The dwarf.
The dwarf.
Yeah, you can get there, and I'll have you make another deck save.
Come on, Miri.
On her butt.
Come on, Miri.
One, two,
Come on,
on
dex
your
save. That's gonna be a 17 at least.
Yes,
Go
you managed to stand
Go
up,
off, buddy.
kind of wobble, stand.
I realized this is a long time ago. I hexed him at the start of the fight. I probably would have lost concentration anyway.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
died like twice.
Oh, I went
Unconscious,
unconscious. Yeah.
All right, it is Mark. You're up.
So, we've talked about how
No, Giannis, the
when we cast Psychic Lance, if you know the creature's name, it does some stuff. I don't know this creature's name, but I am going to endow it with a name, and I peek over the forearm of this dead giant. I say, "Get fucked, fucko!" And I would like to Psychic Lance that giant. Intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence saving throw, their
fucko.
best throw.
Imagine if his name is actually
Good.
Frogma.
Fucko Frogma?
Does this affect being frightened?
Oh no, this is
different thing.
It's gonna become incapacitated.
Then that's only a 9.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. It's frozen on the outside and it's frozen on the inside, as it doesn't want to do anything except maybe move towards the water. Hell yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
That's some good
Yeah,
rolls there,
dog.
friend.
We have the flow is massive. 6, 12, 18, 22, 25 points of psychic damage.
25 points
And
of
you ain't doing
psychic
shit, my
damage.
dude.
Right. Now it's looking a little rough.
That's what you love.
All right, it is the giant's turn. It is going to move.
Yeah.
Because it can.
Yeah.
It's going to move past you.
I will remind you, there's a massive hole in front of it now, where I fell through.
yeah.
The central fall fell through.
It's going to move this
Okay.
way around, but I will have you make a dexterity saving throw.
Is that disadvantage because I'm on my back?
You're on your back. And it's going to move towards you, Mir.
Yeah, wait. Before you roll it.
I don't think that's it. Like
It's
I
already,
don't.
Roll
it's
it
already
and I'm gonna
transferred.
go here.
It's not.
A natural one. So as it walks, the ice breaks, and you watch Shy fall into the water. And, con save from me, please.
I am resistant to cold damage.
Yes.
So can I make that con save at advantage?
No, because
Thistle did
Thistle
that.
didn't.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, that's
This is
right.
to hold your breath from the kind of sudden. Although you can breathe underwater.
I sure can.
So. No, then it doesn't affect you in the
Then it
same way.
doesn't
You
affect
do take a bit of cold damage.
That's fine.
You only take 4 points of cold.
So that's just halved to 2.
Yeah. And I'll need a dex save from you.
I am in the water at this point.
You're in the water. And he failed his dex save. What was it?
Deck save for me, right? Yeah, 9.
9. Okay. You watch as he stands there. The crack from this hole that he fell in spreads out, and he and you both fall in the water. So a
No,
con save
that's
from
exactly
you.
where I want him. I want him drowning in the water.
He failed his con save.
I fail my con save.
Okay. So you are out of oxygen.
Okay.
And you fall 30 feet down to the water, to where the silt is. The giant is down there with you. You can see all the air kind of escapes his lung as well. And you do take some cold damage. 13 points of cold damage. So does he. He's hurt. Okay. So you are both in the water. It is Shy's turn.
I have a swim speed.
You do.
I am. And that means having a swim speed means I do not get disadvantage on my attacks underwater.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start wailing on him. I am just
Yeah.
absolutely going to start wailing on him.
Do it.
That is a 17.
That, you know what? He's gonna use his parry. Is he like? Oh no, he can't because he's psychic lance. So yeah, that hits.
Reactions, yeah.
That's going to be just a 13 on that second one.
That does not hit.
Okay. I'm going to spend flurry of blows here. I'm just going to try and get in as many hits as I can.
Yeah.
Burn him down.
That's a flirty 20.
That hits.
That's not going to hit with that second one. That's okay.
What
That's
was
it was just it was a 9.
Roll the damage.
You got 1 in or 2?
2. That is going to be 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. It's looking pretty rough. But you're not there yet. Okay. It is Thistle's
And
turn.
if I could
Yeah.
put my swim, I want to swim between him and the hole. I want to block him from.
Above.
Yes, I want to block him from getting
Kind
out
of
of the
punching
water.
down from above.
Absolutely, I think there's like punches and kicks, and I am pushing him down to the bottom of the ocean, of the lake.
All right.
It's the only time punching down's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he is standing on the like muddy silt of the.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to get through me to get back up.
All right. It
Fuck
is Thistle's turn.
I'm going in that water.
Okay. Yeah, you dive back into the water.
But I dive through the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I swim over and attack. I have a swim speed, so I don't take
This is
advantage on the attacks.
gnarly. Like you drop in the water, and then just everyone gets in. With
That is a 26 to hit on the first one.
Well done.
And that is it's only a 13 on the second one.
Second one does not hit. I am going to have you make a con save as you jump in. This is going to be at advantage because you know what's
I was
coming.
prepared,
You're
yeah.
kind of bracing yourself.
You're here for the cold plunge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good though.
Whoa.
But it just limits my breath.
Yes.
7.
Yeah, so you do lose your breath. It's still that cold.
Yeah.
But you take a little bit of damage. You take another 6 points of cold damage, so halved. But yeah, you did.
So it's only the first one that hits. That is 15 points of damage.
All right. How do you finish him off?
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Let's go.
I think what I do is because it's my bite. I think what I do is I bite him on the wrist.
Yeah.
Not enough to do anything major, but just enough to sever the artery. And then I just swim back and just watch
And bleed out.
the blood come out.
Or out.
It would actually be slowed by the temperature of the water.
But he does pool around. He's got a lot of blood. He's a big boy.
He's very close to dying. He's already lost a lot.
You see Miri is underwater, struggling to swim. And out of breath.
If we're out of initiative, I'm going to take all of everything and I'm just going to go underneath her and I'm going to push her up first because I don't need to breathe.
As you swim out, I do want you to make a perception check for me, please.
Oh, what's in the lake?
I know exactly what's in the lake. I hope I roll.
Gosh, that's a lot of blood in the water.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's a journey.
a 21.
Said hi to all your d12.
As you kind of push Miri, your gaze is kind of drawn out into the center of the lake, and you can see that the drop-off is quite steep down into the center. But you notice that the blood from the giant is moving in that direction, as if being pulled. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Oh, that's that.
How can the living memory?
It's in the basin is growing.
It is consuming.
It is consuming.
Oh, geez.
Oh, this basin.
This basin.
This basin.
This is where Harkoon lives.
Holy shoot and a half.
4 and 2. 4 or 2.
4 or 2 left.
4 or
Giants.
2 left.
What
Definitely not 3.
What an absolutely bonkers session. I want to say a huge thank you to the wonderful folks at WorldAnvil for sponsoring the show this evening. We're super stoked to be with them for the rest of the month. Please come check us out on Patreon. Come check us out there for a bunch of extra content. And come if you're like, well, I don't know if I can do a regular level of Patreon. Come support us at the free level. Come hang out with us there. We love to get patrons all over the place. We're gonna stick around for the raid. We're gonna go hang out with someone awesome.
Also, just quickly, just a side note, if you're like, oh, I don't really use Discord, I haven't jumped into the Discord yet, I have recently started a Blackwater book club.
Yeah!
And we are partway through our first book, but we are very close. We'll finish that in the next couple of weeks, and then we will start another one. So if you are looking for fun books to read and people to chat with it about, come check it out. We've got a Blackwater book club.
Fellow nerds talking about books.
Yeah. Like, I just wanted people to read fantasy books with me. So,
awesome.
I thought, what better way to do it? So, if that's something that interests you, we do things like that as well. It's not all related to this.
Amazing. Well, we will see you next time. And so, put your thumbs up, babies.
I don't have thumbs.
Put your ghost fingers up in the air.
Bruv. Someone got one? Because I don't.
Oh.
I've been unconscious twice.
I got nothing.
I got one, but I don't know. It's very spicy. Should I go for it?
Take both hands off the wheel.
No, it's this. Keep one hand on the wheel always.
Oh no, then I won't.
When fighting giants is very nice, be careful not to break the ice.
Have a good night, everyone.
I was trying to rhyme hog.